Yada that boy. WTF Weekly. It's your boy Yuck Mouth, your host with the most culatto smoking. We back at it, baby. Tune in, baby. On a late night, you know what I mean? Vampire side of the game. We back in this thing, man. Got a lot of news we got to talk about. A lot of things been happening. You know what I mean? We're going to touch on them. Let the chat get in the building. Let the gang, get the committee, get the nation get in the building. You feel me? Have me a little toast right quick. So to everybody that subscribe to the channel, the new subscribers, the old subscribers. Salute to everybody that tap in loyally. You know what I mean? Floss mode. What's happening with it, Playboy? I see you. Everybody getting them alerts. Okay, good shit. The boy Leroy Thomas, always the first on the UWAP. So you definitely get the UWAP, Leroy, man. Salute to you. Floss, what's happening, Playboy? Goods, what's up with you, man? I see you, man. You did? Iceman 20, I see you, boy. Boston Dairy. I see you, boy. The real big Texas, man. Always tapping in. I see you, man. Shaniqua, what it do, sis? Yada da. Oh yeah, man. Let me get this shit on the screen so I can watch it on television. It's me trying to do this shit like looking on the screen. That ain't hing, my friend. I get to see it right there, Pooh Bear. Yeah, man, across the big boy screen. You did. I gotta take Goose the motherfucker great in the building. I see you, twin. What's happening? Boy, can you get in, nigga? You want to make this a wonder twin, nigga? What we doing? We gonna make this a twin, nigga. Period. I didn't know you wasn't in school this week, nigga. Hit a thumb up if you want to tap in, Gooch, and make this a wonder twin, or I'm gonna do a what the fuck weekly and you just want to tap in. What you want to do, man? Tell me what you want to do on this one, cause niggas going. Period. Okay, for sure. For sure. Yeah, Gooch the great in the building, man. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. You know, that goddamn Trump parade went down as a dud. We gonna speak on that. You know what I mean? The No Kings parade, you know, meanwhile, set records. You know what I mean? The biggest protest in American history. You know, we definitely gonna talk about this Dwight Howard and Lance Stevenson fight at the Big Three. You know, they the boys had a little scuffle. The man Lance was scuffling a couple people, man. Lance was with all the bullshit. You feel me? We're gonna talk about what else on it there? Oh shit, man. They said R. Kelly almost overdosed in the jail, man, to last night or today or something. So we gotta talk about that. R. Kelly almost overdosed. That's crazy, man. So they definitely trying to get him out that jail because they say somebody is trying to unalive him. You know what I mean? That's what they strongly feel with the last attempt on his life and then this new attempt, you know, with the medicine, you know, just gave him a super dose of medicine to damn near whop him. So prayers for R. Kelly, man. Definitely, man. Definitely. What else we talking about? Oh yeah, man. Like I told y'all last episode, man. Dave Free definitely checked the shit out of Akademiks, man. You know what I mean? And the real story comes out, man. Shout out to Back on Fig, man. T-Rail, goddamn smack. You feel me? Yeah, we're gonna let them speak on it, you know what I mean? Because the Back on Fig niggas know exactly what happened. The boy got checked, like I told y'all. You know what I mean? The boy got checked, fully checked. And I told y'all the reason why I know he got checked, because if you didn't get checked, you're not explaining yourself. You're not saying, hey, well, I did this against Drake, and hey, you know, I did the war in Chirac. Like, you're saying the most craziest shit you've done that people hate you for, you know what I mean, to combat what they saying, you know what I mean, or what they asking you. So you definitely got pressed, you know what I mean? Now, he tried to rush back on his platform and try to tell a story. You know what I mean? Then he seen Back on Fig tell the real story. Then he got back on the shit and say, hey, man, this what happened, man. And they had a cameraman, so, you know, you can put out the footage if you want to. Like, man, shut that shit up, man. You try to paint this picture like you stood up and, you know, it was peaceful and cheers, you know what I mean? Handshakes and hugs and shit, you know what I mean? Handshakes and hugs. Oh, my God. If I got to find that goddamn freestyle. Anyway, man, yeah, it was ugly for that boy, man. Dave Free and the boy Ant checked him, my nigga. So yeah, we're gonna get into that shit too, man. Plus more, man. You did. And I don't like how we got this whole Latin versus black thing going down right now. This Hispanic versus the black thing. Like, yo, this shit is wild, man. But we're gonna touch on that too, because that's something that they got dividing our nation right now, which we really need to be focusing on. you know what I mean, unification, you know what I mean, not division. You know, we definitely need to be unified with this new administration, because they cutting shit for everybody, not just immigrants, man. Everybody with this new motherfucking bill they pressing, man, like over, what did it say, 15 million Americans will be without health care and, you know what I mean, support and you know, all types of shit, man. So we gotta be careful with this new administration, man. So we need to be unified and collectivized. You feel me? Straight up. But it is the situation that's going down in the community, you know, African Americans, you know, FBA, Foundational Black Americans, you know, feel like this is not their fight, you know, and Latinos and Hispanics feel like, you know, the black should help, you know, because, you know, they're next, or, you know, they're, you know, immigrants, you know, basically, or migrant, not immigrants, but migrants, you know, we were migrated from somewhere, basically. Hey, everybody had a right to feel how they feel, man. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I would support you from the comfort of my own home. I would definitely do these, you know what I mean, podcasts and whatnot, but I'm not getting out there on no block protesting, because the only protest work was the civil rights, and niggas got their ass whooped, bit by dogs, sprayed by fucking motherfucking water hoses, arrested, all types of shit, killed, all that type of shit for them protests. So I don't want to go out there and get unalived and none of that type of shit, man. I hit them in their pockets, man. I'm not spinning with them no more. I'm not fucking with them no more. Period. Got him in their pocket. You know, I blackball. You know what I mean? Straight up. So I never thought that protesting really got the word across, you know what I mean, or got the picture across. You got to vote. You got to vote somebody up in the office that's going to look out for your, you know, look out for your community and look out for, you know, what you guys want, you know what I mean? And as far as government, you know, legislator, you know what I mean? And government laws being passed, you know what I mean? And government funding being spent, you know, you gotta vote for that. That's nothing you can march on, you know what I mean? So definitely, if you want something new, you gotta get a new governor, get a new mayor, you know, all that type of shit, you know. Gotta vote, you know what I mean? Straight up. Right now, we need to vote for a new goddamn president. This nigga beating us over our motherfucking head, boy. This Cheeto face nigga, man. Y'all see that whack ass goddamn that whack ass parade, boy? That nigga had shit squeaking, my nigga. You can't have no squeaking equipment and trying to prove that you are powerful, man. Them niggas was not marching in sync. Them niggas looked like they all just came from the sports bar, nigga, after a Pacers versus motherfucking Thunder game, nigga, drunk as shit, nigga, barely walking in place. Them niggas, they marching shit wasn't it, bro. They marching shit was not it, bro. On mamas, bro. They marching shit wasn't it. They brought out the old ass Vietnam tanks from way back. That wasn't it. I don't know, man. And Russia clowns, they showed how they march and shit, and how China marched. Oh man, shit look ugly for us, B. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. I'm gonna throw the motherfucking alley oop out in a minute, man. It's not a good look. He said, "No, Yuck, that's your boy." Oh, fuck you, Shaniqua. He said, "No, Yuck, that's your boy." I ain't vote for him. You know what I mean? I definitely said we needed somebody different than Biden. Definitely. And Kamala, man, she was race baiting, so I wouldn't fuck with Kamala, man. She kept on, you know, doing them accents and shit, trying to act way blacker. You know what I mean? Them goddamn collard green stories and shit. She's trying to act way more blacker than she was. She's on stage talking country and shit. I'm like, yeah, she cosplaying too much for me, man. She faking. You know what I mean? So I don't like the faking that Kamala Harris was doing. She was hella faking. You know what I mean? Faking being black. You know what I mean? So I won't fuck with that, period. But now niggas regret it. Everybody wish Kamala was in that motherfucker right now. Nigga said Kamala told. This niggas is stupid. Hey, man, niggas wish she was in the motherfucker building right now, man. Period. Nigga. But yeah, let's get into some motherfucking content. I want to get straight on this nigga motherfucking neck, but nah, we're gonna go straight to R. Kelly, man. This is we gotta send prayers to R. Kelly, man. Like, this shit ain't cool, man. prayers for R. Kelly, man. But yeah, they try to kill this man in prison, man. With the pill side of the game, man. Salute to Urban Politics, man. Y'all follow him ASAP, you know. But yeah, let's talk your shit, Urban Politics.
Press conference and claimed that he had threats on his life. Somebody had got in contact with him in prison. Somebody with the Area Brotherhood had told him that, hey, I have been hired to assassinate and kill you to cover up how they handle your legal situation, allegedly, by R. Kelly and his team. Well, now they're saying that he got poisoned. R. Kelly collapsed in his North Carolina prison cell after being given what his lawyer says was a dangerous overdose of medication while in solitary confinement. The incident allegedly took place just days after Kelly's legal team accused prison officials of plotting to harm him. According to court filings viewed by All Hip Hop, the 58-year-old singer was placed in isolation on Tuesday, June 10th, and given additional medication by staff on Thursday, June 12th. The next morning, he reportedly fainted, experienced dizziness and vision loss, and was rushed to Duke University Hospital. Doctors determined he had received a life-threatening dose of medication and kept him under observation for 2 days. His attorney now alleges the overdose was not accidental. That means that within 2 days of filing of his motion, Bureau of Prisons officials administered an amount of medication that significantly exceeded a safe dose and caused Mr. Kelly to overdose, putting his life in jeopardy. R. Kelly's lawyer, Bo B. Brindley, said they gave him an amount of medicine that could have killed him. The emergency motion filed in Illinois on Monday, June 16th, is the third request for a temporary release to home confinement. R. Kelly's legal team argues that his life is in danger behind bars, citing not only the overdose, but also a recent declaration from another inmate, Michael Glenn Stein, who claimed prison staff and white supremacist groups were conspiring to kill the singer to cover up misconduct during his prosecution. After Stein's statement surfaced, R. Kelly was moved to solitary confinement, according to his lawyer, who said the conditions there are inhumane, alleging that he sleeps with spiders crawling on him, has no access to phone calls, and cannot eat food from the commissary. Kelly has reportedly gone days without eating due to fears of being poisoned. While hospitalized, doctors also discovered blood clots in both Kelly's legs and lungs. They recommended surgery, but prison officials allegedly forcibly removed him from the hospital against medical advice. Within an hour, officers with guns came into his hospital room and removed Mr. Kelly, Brindley said. He was taken from the hospital against his will and against the directives of the doctors. Denied the surgery, he needs to clear blood clots in his lungs that threaten his life. This happened. This will be confirmed by hospital records. It is undeniable, Brindley said. The officers returned him to solitary confinement. The legal filing claims these actions are not coincidental. And they are saying that he is still in there right now. They took him back to jail, and they are talking about they're trying to get him approved right now so he can be released to at least home confinement. Now, I'm going to just say this right here.
Wow. Prayers for R. Kelly, boy. Damn. It sounds like they're trying to get him, man. I don't know, man. You give him too much of a dose of the medicine y'all gave him, and he overdosed on it. And then y'all take him to the hospital. He find out he got blood clots in his lungs and somewhere else, I guess, I don't know, his lungs. He got blood clots in his lungs. He need to do surgery or he'll, in danger of passing away. And they take him from the hospital and put him back in solitary confinement. They some cold motherfucking pieces of baloney, man. Mike Scar, man. It's your type of name, man.
Man, hey, bro, I tell you, I said it once, I said it a million times, man. It's real. These motherfuckers really do set out to kill us up in here, man. I've personally experienced attempts on my own life for prison administration officials up in this motherfucker. Even in recent times, I even told Shamiko about this shit recently, man. The sabotage is real. They really do that, man. It's nothing new. I mean, this is what they do because they know that 9 times out of 10, the public don't pay attention to what go on to niggas up in here. You know what I mean? This is the easiest place in the world to get away with murder is to kill a convict because we already condemned by the public already. And being that the stigma is already on R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? Most people are going to overlook their shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all what's going on, man. Now, if based on the receipts and how good his attorneys is, you know, this actually can really help R. Kelly. You know what I mean? It's a lot of liability that goes into this shit. You know what I mean? If their hands get really found to be dirty right now, R. Kelly can really um flip the tables on their ass right now. You know what I mean? On this shit right now, man. But this ain't nothing new. Especially now, I'm in California. You know what I mean? They prolific for doing this shit out here. But R. Kelly is in a position. I mean, a lawsuit, that's an understatement. Like he can break the bank, he can break their backs right now, depending on how good his attorneys are.
Facts.
Facts. But I personally experienced this shit myself. You know what I mean? The prison murder is for real. You know what I mean? The government assassination attempts that's nothing new. That is nothing new. I mean, we that this is content. We'll be on this shit. I'm talking about for days and weeks if we was to go into all the instances of institutional homicides, man.
It's still mystery about the Weinstein.
Yeah, let's look at. I mean, look at. I mean, shit. Look what happened to Felix Mitchell.
Not Weinstein. I'm talking about Epstein.
Yeah, Epstein. I mean, well, I'm saying like Felix Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Murdered. I saw some on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You know, they had. I mean, on Instagram, how like after you die, then that his case was on appeal, and he died while his case was on appeal. So in California or in the United States, when you die in prison while your case is on appeal, you know what I'm saying? After you die, then you are presumed innocent, and your record is wiped clean. So all of his money and shit that the government took from him was supposed to have been released to Felix Mitchell family. So it was a question on whether or not they released all that money to the family. I just use that as an example. You know what I'm saying? But this right here is a Pandora's box right here. This shit right here for R. Kelly is about to. I'm talking about it's about to open a Pandora's box because there's so many instances of institutional homicide, man. Well, I tell you, check on y'all loved ones, man. Check on y'all people. I tell all y'all, check on your folks that's locked up, man. When they tell you they going through something, do not take them for granted because it's real.
So R. Kelly is locked up. You gotta mute up. Mute up right quick. So R. Kelly is in North Carolina, Shaniqua. That's where he locked up at. So he's saying it's like what they say, racist skinheads, or what, white power, I don't know, white power people, you know, putting hits on them, and you know the people, I guess the COs and whatnot, putting hits on them. So I don't know if this has something to do with his case. I don't know if people, you know what I mean, like if it's evidence or if it's people that don't like, you know, the fact of, you know, molesters, you know what I mean? Molesters get it hard, you know, in the joint. You know, anybody that do the R word or the molest word, you know what I mean? It's up for them in any joint they go to, any yard they walk. So question to you, is it because of that, or you think it's something else?
Well, it could possibly be because of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that is a fact. You know what I mean? On a general population yard, you know what I mean? Them people do not get no breathing space on most general population yards. But R. Kelly, being based on his celebrity status, will be a layup for anybody who want to clout chase and make a name for themselves. You know what I mean? And it wouldn't be nothing new for a white supremacist to want to take on that task, you know what I mean, to cause some harm, although that would be grounds for a race riot in there, because it wouldn't be a skinhead place to DP a black. That's a black problem. If R. Kelly is in there for race, that's not for us. politically, it's not a Peckerwood's job to put their hands and do the removal of a blackness in there. You know what I'm saying? That's for the black folks to deal with. So that would be grounds for a race ride if that's the kind of if they politics is the same as it is out here. You know what I mean? But it can be any all of those. I wouldn't be surprised, but R. Kelly is R. Kelly. Anybody would want to cherry pick off that if they desperate enough.
Nah, he was in mute up right
Mute
quick.
up right quick.
He was in yeah, he was in General Pop. You know what I mean? Popping. They said he was singing and shit. Like he was popping in General Pop until the shit started popping up. And I guess they put him in solitary confinement.
Well, to your point on that, because I didn't know that. I mean, no, if he been in, because ain't nobody who know R. Kelly is oblivious to the fact of what he's locked up for. No one. You know what I mean? So if he was in general population, I mean, that makes my point even more. It still does not, it wouldn't give a white, a Beckerwood, no prerogative, you know what I'm saying, to DP R. Kelly for that. That would be a black people. But yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that part, but still, I'm not surprised at all that the institution want to get rid of R. Kelly, especially if he's been already having complaints against him. You know what I mean? That's a, as you say, that's a layup for them, man. You know what I mean? Or to open up some kind of avenue to where another convict can do it. It's the same shit that happened with Hugo Panel. You know what I'm saying? You know, they both wanted to get rid of the white boys wanted to get rid of him, and the institution wanted to get rid of him. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of it's a lot of different moving pieces to the show.
That's wild. Mute up right quick. Yeah. Kales, prayers for Kales, man, because just being locked up, period. Which, you know what I mean, free Mike too, man. Free Kales, free Mike. Just being locked up, like you're treated like a less than a human, just period. Just being in that cell. Then to have your life threatened and to be, you know what I mean, hit with the overdose and the pills and all that shit. Like, come on, now you feeling like, you know what I mean, the whole world against you, and you trapped in this motherfucking hole, you can't get out. So now his lawyers is you know, trying to you know, appeal for him, you know, to get home release, house arrest, you know, for the rest of his sentence.
Hey, it's real in California, because you know, like they got a huge overdose problem with a drug epidemic up in here in recent years, right? You know what I mean? Due to the effect of, based on everything you're saying, which is absolutely factual, right? You know what I mean? That's one of the main. If they were successful at killing R. Kelly, you know what I mean? That's exactly what they would have said. That he was so depressed that he used dope, that he was on dope and all of that. That was their argument. Except he caught on to it, you know what I'm saying, and that shit blew up in their face. You know what I mean? So now they gonna be doing all kind of shit. But that would have been their argument had R. Kelly had they actually succeeded at killing him. That's what they would have said. The same thing they did with Prince and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, who died, famous people who died from a drug overdose.
Yeah, everybody says sound like Epstein, sound like some foul play, period. You know, they gave him too much medicine and they knew it was too much medicine. They knew what it was gonna do to him. You know, thank God that he pulled through, you know what I mean, period. But prayers for R. Kelly, man. Like, this is a sad situation, man. They definitely need to free him to his crib, you know what I mean, so he could live, because his life is being threatened. I'm surprised they ain't freed Tory Lanez yet, put him on house arrest, because, you know, these artists, you know, they superstars behind bars, and people can lean on you like a kickstand, you feel me? And it could get ugly when you stop providing for those people. You know, that always could be a situation too. They think you got money, they think you got millions, man. Hey, man, you're gonna kick down something to even be in this motherfucker, or the protection is off you. You know what I mean? It could be some shit like that. So you never know what's going on behind them walls, you know what I mean, and them cells. But prayers for Kales, man. Hopefully he make it through. He did, straight up. What you gotta say about it, Mike? Okay. We're gonna go on to the next subject, man. Let's see this boy Dwight Howard throwing bows. Nigga Lance Stevens with all the shit records. He ain't playing no games. Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there too. Belated Father's Day.
Yeah. Same here. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers and all the mothers who do double duty as well, man.
Let me see. Where is this? Oh yeah. This where shit gets ugly, man. The big three is turning the fuck up, man. Yeah. This get ugly, man. Nigga Lance Stevens with all the smoke. That nigga thought he was motherfucking Matt Barnes at this game. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Cinema. So we got to talk about this Lance Stevenson, Dwight Howard fight in the big three. Very interesting, intriguing game between those two squads. You had Jordan Crawford, who pointed in Lance's face first. Now these guys were getting into it, jaw jacking, and they really in each other's face. Even a few punches were thrown. They were separated. Dwight was playing peace.
Bro, this nigga. Come on, this nigga bleeping it out. Somebody had the real footage on YouTube, man. This is bullshit. Is this it? Nah, this is the one I just looked at, man. This is bullshit. I'll find it. God damn, man. That was goddamn the what was that? What's that shit called? What was that shit called when who was it, man? Them niggas went in the stands, man. Spreewell and all them niggas. What was that called?
Are you talking about that when that Ron Artest shit happened with all that shit happened?
When them niggas, what was that called, man? The brawl. What was that shit called? Something in the dome. The fuck was that called?
Yeah.
They try to react. Something at the palace. Malice at the palace.
Oh yeah, Malice. Yeah.
Malice at the palace. Yeah, they try to do the Malice at the palace. Happy Father's Day, man. We got balloons and shit still from yesterday, white people got nigga balloons, all types of shit, man. We still celebrate, man. We good money, man. All right, but Malice in the Palace, man. Hey, boy got busy, man. They better leave that boy Lance alone, man. He took on 2 niggas, man. And there's one more. I don't know where the other nigga was at. He's let his 2 teammates get boo-bop by Lance. Lance playing, nigga.
Hell yeah. Hey, I seen that. Just a quick segue, real quick. I seen that piece you did with Redman, man. That was dope, man. I think it was either on here on the gram, man. Shout out to you, man.
Crazy, that's the home.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of shout outs, you know, right, Greg? Yeah, speaking of shout outs, man, I got to shout out Crazy Arms, man, aka Hassan Campbell, man. You know, you was speaking of Instagram and shit. I came across that nigga Instagram, man. That nigga backyard is fucking immaculate. Whoever is this motherfucking landscaper, whoever is his florist, nigga, his backyard is beautiful, nigga. You know, when you have a wedding at a rose garden, that's what the nigga backyard look like. Nigga, waterfall, all types of shit. I'm like, okay, nigga, do your thing. Crazy Arms. Crazy Arms be watering plants and shit. That's why they yeah. That nigga got a nice ass backyard, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I salute that nigga. That backyard is nice, man. Them plants look lovely. They look tropical, like in Miami or some shit. That nigga in New Jersey somewhere, man. So in the snow, where the snow is at and shit. So for that yard to look like that, man, yeah, he definitely got a dope ass florist, landscaper, or whatever he doing, nigga. That motherfucker backyard look nice. I ain't mad at that. He said he never leaves that backyard. I wouldn't either. That motherfucking backyard is immaculate. Yeah, salute to Hassan Campbell. That's a fly ass backyard, man. I like all them plants and roses and shit, man. The ambiance is nice. Yeah, man. Look like somewhere motherfuckers do yoga and shit. Meditate, like Buddhists and shit. Meditate with the yoga around the plant. Yeah. Hey, man, but yeah, let's get some more content, man. I told you this nigga got checked, boy. This nigga Fatter Demis got checked. He tried to act like Dave freeing them to check the nigga, man. Hold on. Let's see what this Akademiks nigga got to say. Definitely, this is the real story. After he told that fake ass story, this is the real story because he know the truth is coming out on what really happened. Let's go. Fair use.
Some other guy.
Then Day Free comes over, and Day Free comes over, and Day Free, he's like, let me talk to you for a second, bro. We go talk, and we get into like, you know, that we met each other, it was whatever, cool, and the, you know, his point subsequently ended at this. His point of interest or point of conversation subsequently ended with exactly what Anthony said. But at first he was kind of like, you know, I feel like he was almost asking me like, yo, bro, like, why are you doing this like that? And I was just like, what do you mean? You know? And I was asking him, I'm like, yo, you do understand I've been doing this for a long time. You understand my POV was going to lie a certain way. What do you mean? Get to a point where eventually even says, like, bro, how much is he paying you for this? And I'm so stupid. In the moment, I'm thinking, wait, you think Drake paid me to come here? What the fuck? So I think I was asking, nigga, nobody knows I'm coming here. Even Drake, what the fuck? Like, what do you think Drake paid me to go to a concert? What the fuck? No, then he said, no, I'm like pay you for like all of the shit that you're saying. And I'm like, huh? He's like, bro, like, I want to know what you're getting from this. And that's who I think he's a smart businessman. But that's when I was just like, wait, they thought Drake bought me? I've never been more salty in my life. Chat. Nevertheless, I told him, I said, brother, let me just be honest with you. Most of the people I supported the most in hip hop, they've never given me a dime, including Drake. That's not how it works. I say, I'm in media. And I said, this is the reason why you do your thing, you do a great job managing, whatever. I'm in media. My job is not to extort artists. We make like, you know, I'd be offended by when people say that. Brother, do I look broke? Like, when y'all see me, I'm dripping in diamonds, like, I got the cars, what the fuck? Why do y'all think a rapper could buy me? I shit on rappers. Not saying I can shit on Dada or Drake. When it comes to, 99% of these rappers don't work out. That is so insulting to me. I know how big I get. So I'm like, what?
All right, he's doing a lot of explaining and moonwalking. If you was in G mode with your people and you stood on business, my nigga, you don't need to say none of this shit that you saying. Oh, my POV is this. And this nigga gonna do the kicker, man. He ain't even got to the kicker, man. He doing all this shit and watch the kicker, man. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Please don't insult me like that. So I explained to him I've been doing this for a long time, for a very long time. And the idea that I could be paid to say or think or move like is absolutely ludicrous. What I did explain to him, though.
Bro, no, it's not ludicrous. Does he not understand how he looks and how he conducts himself? No, everybody think you're getting paid off. It's because of your behavior. It's because of the things that you say. It's because your biasness. You don't speak from a fan. You speak like someone that's getting paid under the table. So shut the fuck up with all this guilt talk.
Fact.
Everybody sees straight through you. That's why they say you compromise. Like, how?
Fact.
Yo, it's really crazy how he tried to downplay his role into this, and he can't understand why people say, "Oh my God, that Drake is paying you." Yes, bitch. Everybody think that Drake is paying you.
Facts.
Do you not see all the stupid shit you have done and said throughout the years on the behalf?
Shout out Damn D, man. I might have to speed it up. If I speed it up, he gonna sound really like a motherfucking chipmunk because he already sped it up. All right, Damn D, we got you. Let's get it going a little bit. Damn D, go for a minute. Okay, let's get it back right here. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Great. What are you talking about? God, this nigga get on my damn nerves.
My platform, it benefits us every time we're the center of everything. And he mentioned, Doc mentioned you. Yo, Doc went crazy. He can go crazy. And I said, I know. I pointed that out many times. But the idea that I'm getting paid by either side, and by the way, I'm not insinuating that's how they move or that's how they operate with people in the media. I'm not saying that. But I just have to speak for me. I tell him, as long as my platform is in the mix of everything, I always win. Win, lose, or draw. I always win. Other than that, the biggest win of the battle was Big Act. I don't know what y'all think. So the point is, I had to let him know. I hope.
He didn't say none of that shit to them. Oh, nigga, as long as I'm in the combo, I won. I'm the nigga. You didn't say none of that shit, dumbass nigga. This nigga is crazy, boy. Nigga, all cap, man. Cappuccino, man. Do not believe this nigga, stuttering ass nigga. Do not believe this nigga, man. Period. And they got you recorded, nigga. Stop playing. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
That's not what you think is happening. It seems like you understood. And then that's when he went into Anthony Salas' point, which was, he had one direct question for me. He said the only reason I came to talk to you because I wanted to know how personal. And this is when I realized I'm like, some of the shit that Drake said about this guy and some of the narratives that's continued, it's effective. And I understand why, because these are hurtful things that can affect anybody else. People said things about me that hurt my feelings as well. He said, I wanted to know, is this just content or is this something that you're carrying personally? And I was kind of like confused because I said to him, wait, are you asking if I'm here to slide for Drake? Like, I didn't say that directly, but that's the thought. Are you asking that's what is happening here? But he was really interested to know how personal all of this back and forth is to me. Because he said, if it's personal to me, he made it clear it's personal to him. Well, we can get at it. And we got a bunch of people, left, right, and center, him and I both. We can get to it. And I said to the brother, and again, I'm watching him, and his eyes, the eyes. I'll say the eyes.
He just said, nigga, if it's personal, we could get down. Fuck the eyes. You watching them, and it's the eyes, nigga. Get down, nigga. You call niggas pussies. You call niggas the Kendrick bots broke. You said niggas can't afford tickets. You said LA niggas is whatever the fuck West Coast niggas you was going bad on, nigga. You told motherfucking Absol, nigga, if he smack you, nigga, he gonna be living with Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, Biggie, gonna be smoking a blunt with Pop. That's what you said. Now these niggas in your face. Now you're moonwalking. Typical nerd nigga. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
It reeks of passion. I understand why. I said to him, I said, do you think that if it was that personal to me and it was smoke, I would come to your concert? What do you think? If I care that much about whatever you and Drake got, then I said if I see
you did come to his concert, nigga. You try to go in that room and thought you was low, nigga. You thought you was low. You thought you'd be able to get in that motherfucking suite, get in and get out without being seen. Go make your footage. Say, yeah. Go fuck the K-Bots. K-Bots is all white this time. Woo. Yeah, niggas is pussy. All this shit. And they found your ass. They located your ass. Nigga came in your room, knocked on your door, nigga. What's happening, Mike? Mike, what's up? I see you're unmuted.
He tried to make it seem like he just pushed up in there, just came through him like he just checked motherfuckers. And they didn't want no parts of him and shit. They caught him pump faking though.
Yeah, super pump faking. Mute up right quick, Mike. Yeah, it's fake ass nigga. Let's go.
One y'all niggas something's gonna happen. Why would I come? Why would I come to the beast? To the belly of the beast.
This dude gets on my nerves, bro. He's trying. Oh my god. Shoo, this dude gets on my nerves. So now that he's being checked, now he's trying to Tootsie slide his way out of this. Bro, right. The way that you come off, Dave Free has every right to say, bro, why are you doing this shit? He has every right to press you about, nigga, do you know what you're doing? And then you try to bitch, you know exactly what you're doing. Now that you being there's a motherfucker
to speak of. Again, he landed on the point of there are a lot of things that have continued post-battle that is ultimately hurtful. Narratives, criticisms about people who aren't necessarily public figure. They mention criticisms about certain women that definitely affects them. And I agreed. And I said to him, it feels like, and he knows I said this. By the way, there was a guy, because I guess when Anthony Sala came over, and he had a couple guys with him, and it was about even. I think they doubled back and they were like, yo, bring two more and then bring a nigga record. I don't know. There was another nigga, he's over there like this. He's over there like this. And I'm like, there's no need to record me. I tell the whole story, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. You can't record me. There's no need to record me. I'm the recording. I'll go tell the story. I always tell the story. Like, there's nothing where like you put the video up like, that's not what happened.
You didn't say there's no need to record you, nigga. You didn't say none of that shit. You was about to get your jaw socked off, nigga. He said he'd have a fade with you and every nigga that's with you, nigga. And if they want to jump in, he got niggas outside too. What you want to do? That's what happened, nigga. Talking all this tough shit like you did some tough shit. I'll get you back in here, Mike Ascari. Let me do the whole presentation and bring you back in because you echoing like a motherfucker, boy. You definitely in the matrix. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
No. So, and I only noticed it because my guy afterwards, not people surrounding, he's like this the whole time. But really, you can hear the conversation. So PG Lang got the conversation somewhere. And if anything I'm saying is does not reflect the actual reality of the conversation we're having, they have it recorded. They can absolutely put it out. So this guy recording, it's got to be like, you know, again, if I'm saying anything that doesn't match the spirit, the energy, the words, the verbiage, the entire totality of the conversation, I give them permission to put it out, please. So, what else did he say? Yeah, so I said to him, I feel like some of the stuff that you're saying to me is misguided because you can't say it to him. And I'm saying him just I was referring to Drake, which he's somewhat.
No, you were man, you the only nigga that got this shit going on after Drake lost. You are the only podcaster that's still bringing up shit about Drake. You the only reason why we know top 5, nigga. We wouldn't know no top 2, top 3, top 4, or top 5. Shirt off, shorty. None of that shit. If you wouldn't have brought him to your podcast 1,000 times, making threats to Kendrick Lamar and every nigga that's in a Not Like Us video shoot, right? You said he's Drake shooter, Drake killer, whatever the fuck you call him. You put this nigga on the map. And y'all talk shit about Kendrick and talk about hits on Kendrick and setting up Kendrick when he come out there every motherfucking time y'all talk. But you act like, oh, I think you need to say that to Drake. What about you, the instigator? The one that keep on threatening motherfuckers, talking about you gonna unalive Ab-Soul and you gonna go to California and nothing ain't gonna happen to you. You're gonna pull up to the Compton. You're gonna pull up to the LA show. Fuck that. You're gonna pull up to the New Jersey show. Fuck that. You're going to the Canada show and nothing gonna happen to you. You almost got your motherfucking beard slid off, my nigga. Literally talking that shit. He gonna learn now.
See the two saying, yeah, that's why also my energy is chill. And by the way, his energy was chill, my energy was chill. No, everybody was chill. I'm like, let's not act everybody chill. He says, yeah, like if I came out here tripping, it would be like I'm doing something or trying to do something to somebody when I really mean for it to be over there. And I said, yeah, I would agree. All in all, again,
threw the hot potato right in Drake motherfucking lap. When the hot potato in your motherfucking lap, you thought, hey man, you know you need to get that Drake. Shut your bitch ass up, man. Snoop voice.
The final and main question was, is this personal or is this content and business? And I'm sorry, I've never met Drake. I'm sorry. I met that one time before he was famous. Brother.
Booyah. That's the kicker right there. He said he never met Drake in his motherfucking life. So why are you doing this? Dave Free have the right to say, why the fuck are you doing this? You gotta be getting paid. You ain't never met this nigga? And you instigating beef between Canada and the West Coast? New York and the West Coast? Shooters and alleged people that beat bodies and all this type of shit? Like it's a game? See, this is what happens when you let nerd niggas get in the game when street shit and street politics is involved. See, when they get pressed, now they want to point the finger at everybody else but them. You the nigga that has a platform that's been stretching this shit out for the longest. That shit been over last summer. It's a whole nother summer, my nigga. And you still talking about this shit. Only you, nigga. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
There's nobody big in the chat. I'm running my shit over here, okay? So whatever y'all call it, what I want to say to both sides, and again, I love Drake. Drake's my man. Like, I love Drake, but like, again, I'm not a Drake killer. I'm not top 5. My assessment of this whole thing, I think both sides need to take accountability. Yes, fans and media do have some accountability to take, but y'all can't say why this shit get to this level when y'all kicked it off by saying this man fucks kids. Then he also says what?
Nobody said that he fuck kids. I hate that he keeps saying it. He said, hey, Drake, I heard you like them young. They don't need kids. He always saying children. Who the fuck saying that that Drake wanna have shit? God damn, I hate this bitch. I mean, I don't hate him, but I dislike him very much.
Well, your kid ain't yours. Both of those are out of bounds. Both of those are out of bounds. But I've told y'all, this is the beef. This is the beef where if somebody got clipped, I wouldn't be surprised. They're talking hot.
So with all that shit being said, he's saying this is a beef. If somebody get clipped, I wouldn't trip because they talking hot shit. So you want these dudes to have shootouts and fights and shit, pack outs and shit when they see each other. You want niggas to pull up on niggas when they in these niggas cities and shit. This is what this dumbass nerd nigga want. Remember, he was promoting the war in Chirac, you know, and said, hey, I do the war, like bragged on it to Dave Free. And then he be over here with the sob story because niggas is on his ass about no Frank Ocean, but niggas was on his helmet about that war in Chirac shit. Like Chicago niggas, you know what I mean, was on that nigga bumper, no Frank Ocean. So he started doing, you know, plead, you know, fucking Tootsie Roll sliding, Tootsie sliding, and whatever the fuck, trying to slide and moonwalk out the shit. Hey, man, I'm just, you know, just keeping the coat, whatever the fuck. Now you bragging on the shit. So this what type of slime ball nigga this nigga is, period, from the rip. Since the war in Chirac, instigating street beefs and rap beefs that's getting niggas killed and locked in jail. He started his career off like that. And look what he doing, the same shit. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
I guess I'll leave it at this. Y'all go to Toronto in 2 days. They're over there. They're over there. Y'all gotta go talk to them. Don't talk to me. Don't y'all say Drake don't even do a stream with me. Come on. Y'all can.
You didn't say that. You gotta go to Toronto tomorrow. They over there. You didn't say that dumb shit. You was like, hey man, I'm cool. I ain't got no size in this. Salute to y'all. I'm out. I got a plane to catch, nigga. You didn't say none of this little slick ass shit you think you saying right now. You was spooked, nigga. It's like you was spooked when the Migos, nigga, stood up when you did that interview on Everyday Struggle, nigga, when Joe Budden dropped the mic and said the interview over, nigga. You look like you seen a ghost when the Migos stood up, nigga. Stop playing with niggas, boy. And we seen your boxing skills, nigga. You ain't got no boxing skills, so shut the fuck up. And one more thing, right? This nigga acting like his security guards is the kill squad. Check this out, bruh. I got a homie that's security guard that's in jail right now because you have to fight the case. You can't just put a blower on the nigga and smoke the nigga boots and don't go to jail. That's why Snoop Dogg went to jail, because his fucking bodyguard killed the nigga in self-defense, but they had to go to jail to prove it was self-defense. That nigga need Johnny Cochran, everybody, to prove that it was self-defense. So when your security do shoot a nigga, he's going to jail and you probably go to jail too, my nigga. Now you got to defend the murder case. Just letting you know, my nigga, because you over there throwing this shit out like, yo, I got my security guard and they're going to go and they got guns and they woo, woo, woo. Well, if they use that gun, you and him is going to jail and y'all going to have to face a murder case and prove that it was, you know what I mean, stand your ground or, you know, self-defense. Let you go into jail, bail out, and hopefully you can bail out. You know what I mean? But that's the procedure, my man, you know? So don't think these security is going to put their freedom in danger, you know, and over, you know what I mean, protect when they don't have to over an argument. You get smacked up, nigga, they probably break it up, nigga. They going to shoot a nigga because the nigga smacked you. Y'all both going to jail, period. Just to let you know, my nigga, if you don't know, now you know. But this nigga be throwing that security guard shit around like, nigga, he the president or something. Like, you got Secret Service, nigga. No, you got a bodyguard, nigga. And you and your guard going to jail. Fight that case, boy. Just letting you know. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Can't talk to me about that. Y'all know where Drake at? Drake know where y'all at? Other than that, man, just keep making y'all money. And by the way, here's the thing. The demeanor was not the demeanor of the winners last night. It wasn't. The performance was. Not the demeanor of anybody else. I do social media, so I know once you open Pandora's box, you can never close it. These fans are going to continue to torment. They're going to continue to bully, harass, dox. You get what I'm saying? They're going to do things way beyond the scope of what maybe two men face to.
You are the only one that's doing that, nigga. And fans are responding to you, the shit you do. You throw up something, and then the people will be in a motherfucking X or Twitter replying to the shit you done put out. You're the only one that's lighting this flame, my nigga. That shit been done. Drake been lost. He's nigga on his second album, Iceman. Nigga, he done dropped the album, looking for video fucking submissions and shit, treatments and shit. He about to drop Iceman. And you still talking about some shit from last year, my nigga. Stop it. MJG, what's up, my nigga?
What it do? Happy Father's Day to everybody in the chat. What's up, chat? What it do? What it do?
And happy Father's Day to everybody out there. You see the balloons are still in the sky, Dynamite.
Happy Father's Day to you, yeah.
We finally get our day, mate. You know what I mean? And I should be bunking shit anyway, man. We get a pair of socks, man, about a bag of weed or something, and a lighter. We good.
A text message and a FaceTime from the little shorties or something, you feel me?
A nice dinner. That's about it, my nigga.
You know what I mean? But it's all good.
Not too crazy.
Yeah. But you got Quickie Koala at it again, huh?
Oh man, this nigga trying to change the narrative all day, my nigga. I gotta get Mike Ascari back up in there too. His mic is fucked up, man. He got an echo going. I'm trying one more time. Mike.
Yeah, I think I had two apps going on in my background. Can you hear me better now, bro?
I hear you.
Is it better?
But you still got the echo.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. Yeah.
Tap out.
Again. All right.
All right. Yeah, that echo ain't him. That echo was fucking up the whole podcast, my nigga. Like, Ak was talking, this shit was echoing. Like, oh man, we can't do this, bro. We can't do this. But besides this, we could talk about this in a minute. Did you see Dwight and Lance Stevens get down in the big three, nigga?
Yeah, man. Who's funny though is Michael Beasley, man. Like, he is hilarious, man. But them boys was bumping. But Lance, he talking about shooting people with all that, man. He need to chill out, Lance. I mean, not Lance Stevens, all of them, man. He need to chill out, man. Lance, he just I'm disappointed in Lance, man.
Ice Cube need better security and reps, my nigga. Like nobody got kicked out of a stupid tech, like nigga, because there's only 3 niggas. Like, what is it? 6 niggas? Do they got like some niggas on the bench that could, you know?
Yeah, they got a bench and everything. It's 3-on-3 with a bench, but not a big, a big one. But
so it's like 3 niggas on the bench and 3 niggas on the court.
Yeah, something like that. But I think it's ratings though. You feel me? Steven Jackson was a coach, and he got into it all afterwards and everything. So I think I ain't gonna say that, but it was funny because Dwight Howard and that didn't even look real.
And Dwight can't fight, my nigga. That's all I saw, man. How you let that little man get up on you like that, my nigga?
He tried to throw him, man. He tried to
nigga try to wrestle him and got tackled, nigga. I thought he was gonna throw the nigga, got tackled. Nigga,
man tripped over the cameraman, cheerleader, pom-poms, and everything.
Boy, all I saw was dreads in the air, my nigga. Sliding on the ground like a mop, nigga. Like that boy slid that nigga dreads like a mop on that floor, my nigga. You need to stop it, bro.
They felt phony and fake, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was fun. They tumbled. They didn't fall. They tumbled.
That nigga had big shoulders for nothing, man. I hate niggas that got muscles for nothing, man. You thought Dwight Howard, like, you knew he was gonna slam the shit out of him with the big ass shoulders and arms. That nigga couldn't even pick the nigga up. Timber, boom, nigga just it's like I knew the big ass arms was gonna throw a nigga in the crowd or something. Like, this nigga about to throw the nigga in the crowd, man. Them big ass arms and shoulders. That nigga said, Timber, blah. I said, damn. That nigga got shoulders and arms for nothing, nigga. I thought this nigga gonna sling the nigga into the crowd. The nigga arms and shoulders so big. I'm like, this nigga, yeah, you get. That nigga didn't do none of that.
I thought he was gonna power bomb him or something. You feel me? Steiner recliner him or something. He
flex the nigga or something, man. Like, nigga, you get bah. Like none of that shit ever.
Hey, they was uncle fight. He tripped all backwards, like, you know what I mean? You better quit bullshit. That's what it looked like, man. It's just funny, man.
WrestleMania 26, man. This nigga WrestleMania.
All right, y'all better quit playing. Quit playing. Then they fell all over the shit, all over everything.
Come on, man. You see that 1-on-1 that the boy had with the boy, Beasley had with Lance?
Yeah, man. I'm like,
that interview, man, was mania. I'm gonna make you dance. I'm gonna have you dancing, bitch. You gonna wear your G-string. I'm gonna have you dancing, nigga.
Lance ain't nobody. Ain't never nobody doing that. He said, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, nobody."
He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is nobody," or some shit like that. I said, "Boy,
yeah, man." Lance supposed to be from New York. You supposed to talk all the shit out of the toilet from the sewer. You from New York. You supposed to have everything.
That's why.
You feel me?
I just seen this nigga Harlem shaking, nigga Harlem popping, all types of shit. I'm like, hey, what the fuck? I just seen this nigga. That's why he from New York. Okay, I just seen the nigga doing all the Harlem shake shit. Looking hella game goofy. It's something with the big ass tall niggas do it. They look game goofy, but he was doing all the what's that nigga that made the little dance for Drake? What's the little nigga that be dancing out there? That made the little Kiki, if you love me, if you want me. That nigga that made the Kiki dance. What's that nigga name? Chad help me.
Yeah, hey, but he blew in LeBron's ear, you know, when he played for
that nigga was doing Kiki, you love me dance moves and shit.
Yeah, all that Harlem jumping around, talking about Rucker Park, and you in Rucker Park, and he got in it.
That nigga was jumping around and shit, hopping up and there doing the ultimate Harlem. I'm talking about the chicken noodle soup, doing all that shit. Like, he was really
come on, man. Rucker Parking it out there. You feel me?
Hell no. I wish he was Rucker Parking it. That nigga's all chicken noodle snoop, nigga. Shogi? Shogi?
He was
that nigga named Shogi?
Shaggy.
Shogi. Whatever that nigga named Sugi. Shoogie.
Oh, you talking about little dude be dancing with a Drake?
Yeah, the nigga that be dancing, man. Whatever that nigga, man. That nigga
Look,
doing
I
all
said
types of
Shaggy.
Harlem shakes. That shit wasn't cool. Then you know that, man, the nigga R. Kelly almost overdosed in a joint.
Yeah, man, I seen that. I tapped in when y'all was ending it, but I peeped it early. I was like, man, if they really trying to kill Kels, man, like, you know, come on, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta leave R. Kelly alone, man. I mean, what he ain't do nothing. So what y'all trying to silence him for? I mean, I don't know what is a catalog. What he ain't gonna get out and say nothing. You trust that, except for the people he trying to sue, but that ain't really nobody. So I don't know if they really trying to get him out of there, which we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he got a nice catalog that he penned. It's worthless to him, but it's worth a lot of money to the execs and everybody else.
Man, imagine if he died. They buying the shit out that catalog and they putting that shit back on the market. Period. Like nothing happened.
Like
because
nothing.
When you die, nigga, that's when the sales go up the most. So yeah, they buying that catalog and re-putting that shit out quick. Shout out to Pasadena and this motherfucker, man. Michael Scar, let's try this again, my nigga. You echo again. We're going to have to catch you on another one, my G. Let's go. Michael Scar.
Yo.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I don't know what
now.
this. Yeah.
Okay.
I had
two devices, boy.
Yeah, I had. I had take off that YouTube when I came on stream, yo. That's all that was.
Okay, perfect. We good money, man.
Yeah.
We good motherfucking money, man. Yeah, this is a dusty ass nigga trying to act like he was tough with Dave Free, man. What you got to say about this, Michael Scar?
Hey, it's like I said. Remember a while back when I was talking about the four horsemen of the hip hop COINTELPRO, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I say, you know, that nigga, that Science Campbell, you know what I mean, the little bald head nigga in Charleston, that Charleston dude, man. You know what I mean? No, they doing their job. They at work, man. You know what I mean? Their job is to divide and conquer, man. That's their job. They on the job. Period. You know what I mean?
I had to ask one of my LA niggas, why do niggas keep going to Orange Jumper? I'm like, bruh, y'all niggas is getting arrested, niggas getting indictments, niggas is getting in politics, gang wars and shit, all types of shit from these interviews you keep on doing at Orange Jumper. Why do y'all keep going up there? And my nigga was like, oh man, that's the younger generation. They don't know no better. I'm like, but don't they, you know, the OGs, like, you know, tell them, you know, what's cool and what's not cool. Like the OGs ain't saying, hey, homie, you can't be up there, you know, without politics like that, my nigga. Like, what we doing? So I don't know, man. I think everybody trying to go. Go ahead.
That's the power of clout, bro. That's you know what I mean? With motherfuckers, you know, when motherfuckers want that clout, man, you know what I'm saying? They compromise their standards, man. Period. You know what I mean? And it's cool to talk about everybody else, you know what I mean? And today the ones get caught up and they want to cry victim. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just, you know, they think.
And when they do get, not to cut you off, but when they do get caught up, the podcaster that got them arrested make them content.
Absolutely. They agree to that.
They had the courtrooms and shit making content. Hey man, he just got the verdict today, and this what happened to woo woo. Like, god damn, you got him arrested. How the fuck you at court? You know what I mean? Doing the play by play. Like, nigga, you got arrested. Fuck with your podcast, nigga. Like, chill out.
You gotta pay for itself. You know what I mean?
This is how bad they want to be recognized as being noticed, getting some kind of notoriety they otherwise wouldn't have no opportunity at doing. You know what I'm saying? So. No, they have compromised themselves, man. No, I can never do it.
Said LA gangsters looking for validation on a bigger platform. It's not just LA gangsters, it's gangsters from all walks, all different type of politics. Right. It's Chicago niggas, New York niggas, down south niggas, California niggas. It's niggas from everywhere sliding through that motherfucker, man. East Coast niggas. It ain't just LA niggas.
No, that's just people that want to be on on YouTube that wanted a little fame or something, you know what I mean? And then wind up being the content for putting out content. Then they wind up being it. You know what I
They
mean?
wanted to get me on No Jumper one time. Fuck nah, it's no way in hell. It's like I told my brother Gambler, it's no way in hell you will ever catch me on No Jumper. Ever.
I ain't never been on No Jumper. I've been on Vlad a couple times because Vlad from the Bay. You know what I mean? We know Vlad from being a DJ, from putting out mixtapes and shit. You know what I mean? He did a Mac Dre documentary. So, you know, Vlad, good money shit. You know what I mean? So I stopped fucking with Vlad when he went bad on Farrakhan, and he just now apologized. So, you know, I'm straight. He did that apology. I'm cool. I ain't got no problems with Vlad. I know what type of interviews he do. Now I never go up there to do an interview like that, period. But now, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? I really don't got no problems with him now that he apologized. But it is what it is. People go to the podcast, but Vlad is cashing niggas out. That's why he get the interviews he get. You know what I mean? Like, okay, at least he cashing niggas out. I think niggas is going to No Jumper and just going up there for the free 99 and just going up there for views, nigga.
He ain't cashing no checks.
Free sell your soul on that motherfucker, man.
Uh-huh.
They said he ain't cashing no checks either. He ain't passing out nothing but time.
That nigga ain't getting nobody no bags. Ain't getting nobody a bag up there ever, but Whack 100.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Probably Whack.
And Shark, Whack and Shark got a bag up there. Back.
Oh, you know,
AD and them was getting a bag. Fucking smacking. Fucking T-Rail and AD was getting a bag up there. You know, but they got some shit like he paying niggas $50 an hour.
Wow.
Nigga. Okay. No, $50 a day. I mean, not $50 an hour. $50 a day. That was giving niggas too much credit. $50 a day.
That still ain't enough because he making bread. Come on, we
$50 a day. Them niggas be up there potting for like 8 hours, my nigga. You getting 50? That's less than $10 an hour, my nigga.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like they ain't, man. Look,
$50 a day, my nigga. That's what they get.
That's a sting in reverse. You know what I'm talking about? They getting bop.
These niggas going against their own shit just to be on them shows. I'm like, what is so important about that shit? When you'll go against your own shit. Sometimes your own niggas from your own block, nigga, just to be on that, then go right back to the same. Like it's just all cool. Like I just can't imagine us getting away with that type of shit down here in the Bay. Like that's why I say it's foreign to us. Like I couldn't imagine. Like it's not happening out here. There's too many different dynamics that just wouldn't work.
No,
it would not work.
The saying is that everybody done heard it, so now that you know your worth. Know your worth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, know what you worth. Don't be like, I don't think he gon' man, know your worth. If you work for Millie, you know what I mean, or you might be worthless, you be worth something. You know what I'm saying? Like, know what you worth, know what you going into, know what you gonna be putting out. Know, you know what I mean? If you think you're not worth it, you ain't gonna know it. You know what I mean? It's like if they going up there with all that content, you know what I mean, and all that, risking real street shit, like something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even think they see that part. It's just more so.
I could not to cut you off, but I could see like the people that did their time, fresh out the feds, and niggas want to hear some legendary stories, and they want to pay them for, you know, they done paid their dues, you know what I mean, for the crime, so they could talk about some shit they already got convicted for. I don't see no problem with that. But the problem is niggas that's talking about open cases, niggas talking about real street politics and beefs that's happening in real time, not some shit that you got arrested for and convicted for that you could speak on, you know, not some shit that's past the you know what I mean, with the time limit. What's the time limit called? Statute of limitations?
Yes, statute of limitations.
None of that, nigga. You talking about real activities right now, my nigga. That's when it's a problem, my nigga. But I see the OGs or the legends that get out and want to tell their story, write a book or something, do a movie. I don't see no problem with that.
Hey,
you know?
hey, look. I didn't gave these motherfuckers 25 years, bro. That's April 12th. Exactly 20. I'm over 25 years now, bro.
So if you got out and Vlad wanted to pay you $5,000 to tell your story, you know what I mean? I don't see nothing the matter with that.
No, of course, when
that's your story.
Of course, what I'm getting at is that even in light of that, it's still shit that, especially me being a politician, you know what I mean? It's shit that is still off limits that can't be spoke on. It's a sense of limit. You know what I mean? You know, this is how you know the difference between niggas who are trained or are trained and laced on public speaking from niggas who just, you know what I mean, just reckless jaw jacket, niggas just talking just to be happy to have a microphone in front of them. You know what I mean? It's shit that huh?
Yeah, I was saying you right, but you ain't gotta be a brainiac to say when you know somebody asks you a question where you ain't gotta answer that. But it's like they wanna it's more so they gonna answer the question, but it's for them to be like they real, they did it. Or
Well,
whatever
look
the
at it.
situation was, you know what I'm saying? But then
Well,
not realizing what you talking about too. You know what I'm
but
saying?
but
Like,
but reading between the lines, this tell you if they do that, then you know what these niggas are doing in the interrogation room.
man.
So when niggas get to talking about niggas be telling this, that, and the third, you can tell how these niggas would act under the circumstances. You know what I mean? Based on how quick they is to come and talk about certain shit on there. It's not a difference. If it's that easy for you to cross the lines there, you know what a nigga doing when they feel like he can get away with
Yeah, it's a difference between being a story and a storyteller. You feel me?
it.
Period. You know, that's why
Yeah.
I be telling my little family, and them, like, who you gonna be, the story or the storyteller? So you can go on there and talk your, like, if you got a story, tell it. But like you said, it's some stuff that I ain't gonna be told, but it's something in the story. Like, it's just like they say, I'm gonna say that for the book. You know what I mean? Train
Look,
yourself to say that. You know what I mean? Like, I can, you know what I mean? But the questions they ask and you knowing like they trying to lead somewhere. What's the little homie that did the guy that Axe ass that time? Quando Rondo? Was that him?
yeah,
Was that him? You know
Yep.
what I
yeah.
mean? Like there's a
My,
blueprint 101. Like, you know what I mean?
my
You ain't got to,
narrative, my
period.
narrative is all about guidance, bro. When I speak, you know what I mean? See, these niggas get on here and they glorifying. You know what I'm saying? You don't never hear me glorifying none of this shit. It's educational because I don't want niggas to go through what I went through, bro. You know what I mean? This nigga doing this time, and even if you ain't did a life sentence, you know what I mean? No, you lose. It's lost, nigga. It's the people you lose throughout this journey. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of different things to it. So I don't glorify it. These niggas glorify it. You know what I mean? You know, like it's like Yuck said, man, it's the revenge of the nerves, bro. It's like these niggas, they want all the accolades and the so-called honor that comes with doing this shit, but they don't want to deal with the punishment of it. When it comes to that part, then that's when you see, that's when the fear comes out. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
they scratch and bite. That's when they
you know,
start
Hey, look,
bite. You feel me?
look. Before we get to the to Dave Free and how Willie went down back on Fig. This is back on Fig footage. I want to say one thing. Even though I said that the OGs that come out, you know what I mean, that done did their time and it's past the statute of limitation, you know what I mean? You know, it's cool for y'all to go up there. Some niggas could fuck up and run their mouth too much, you know what I mean? I'm talking about niggas like old boy with the pot case, you know what I mean? That boy done ran his mouth so much, my nigga. Now the nigga got convicted for the pot shit. What's the old boy name?
Yeah,
Keefy D,
yeah,
Keefy D.
yeah.
Keefy D. See,
Prime
so
example.
he went on that bitch doing too much jibber jabbing. Too
Just
much
to
jibber
say, nigga,
jabbing.
that was
But that
just
was
to say to
intentional
kill
though.
somebody.
And he
Just to
was
say
getting
That was
that.
bags. He was
intentional.
getting bags. He was getting paid to
That was
jibber jab, you know?
that
So
But
was
that was for
that
street,
was
all
man.
money
intentional.
ain't good
Street.
money.
That was
Nobody knew
intentional.
him,
He
man.
that was intentional though. Like it wasn't nothing accidental about that nigga was doing. That was intentional. He felt like based on this day and age, it's cool for him to, oh yeah, everybody in there dead. I mean, look, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm under your generation, bro. Y'all generation taught my generation that death before dishonor is standing. You know what I'm saying? You honor your niggas the same way in death as you would do them in life. So it's like you go to the grave for certain shit, you know. You know what I mean? So that means that just because niggas die, you don't talk about shit that you wouldn't talk about if they was here. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. You know what I mean? He knew what he was doing.
Old enough to know the law, man. Like he
Yeah.
should know.
That's
Like
the thing.
you an accomplice. That's a story you tell your grandkids, and they don't or they don't believe you. I know who. No, you don't, boy. It was my cousin.
No, nigga, that's
You know
what
what I
you go
mean?
to the you go to
Or you
grave to
go
the
to the
grave with
grave
that.
with what I'm
You
saying
go
is
to the
like
grave,
Yeah, you
all
don't
that
even
shit.
tell you don't
anybody.
even pillow talk to your wife about that, my nigga.
Yeah.
You go to your grave with that one, my nigga.
It's
Your wife
niggas from
don't
way
know that
back
one.
then.
None of
It's niggas
that
from
shit,
way.
my nigga.
It's
You
niggas
go
from
to
way
grave with
back
that.
then. Way back then that we know was hitters. We know was hitters in the town that you might know and believe all you believe, but you would never had no confirmation because they never talk about it. Never talk about
Nigga,
it.
man, you take that shit to the grave, man. Niggas gonna hear rumors, of course, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
the
I'm
nigga
basically.
actually
You know what I
admitting
mean?
it, nah, you gotta take that to the grave, man. Period.
And he
right.
went on there like in detail. He even implicated Puffy. He got. I mean, I'm like, do this dude in my book coming out?
That's why I say that was intentional. It wasn't nothing accidental about what he was doing. All that shit was intentional.
Nah, he thought the feds had gave him some type of fucking immunity, right?
Fake immunity.
Yeah, they
He thought he
tricked him
had
off the
immunity
square.
for when
Yeah,
he had immunity for when he made his testimony, but he thought he had immunity for life. Like he couldn't go and tell other people. Yeah, you had immunity when you talk to the police, but that don't mean you could go to these platforms and tell that
Look,
type of story.
any,
You know what I mean? Now we could come investigate you, you know?
anybody that have any kind of common sense know that the police job is to manipulate you. Their job is to get the confession out of you by any means. So any way they can use to cut the corner. That's why they say ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So if they can get you to they can get you to trick you off your square to get you to say something and put yourself in that trap just like they did him. And being that he is who he claimed to say and have the game and shit that he claimed, he was supposed to know that. How niggas selling all the bricks and keys and all the shit that this nigga claimed that he was doing, not know that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was intentional. You know what I mean? He saw a way to get free, so he told. Period. You know
that's
what I'm
it. You
saying?
know what he thought. He thought. You know what I mean? But he was just, and I think it was more. You know what I mean? For street shit too. Like yeah, like because you know what I mean. He was like almost bragging, like yeah, I knew, and it was yeah, you know. And I'm like, do you really know you finna be out of here? Whether it's a year, 6 months from now, I'm like you know, I'm dying anyway. You ain't dead yet. You know what I mean? And like that, all that don't it don't work. Like you said, ignorance of the law don't mean nothing. You know what I
But
mean?
peep
That
That's
man
this,
your
ain't
fault.
right?
never
But
That's
that
look,
your
man ain't
peep
fault.
never
this.
had no honor.
Peep this, right? This is within the last 5 years. This shit, he popped up when the pandemic started.
Right.
That nigga
Yeah.
popped up when the pandemic started getting paid to be on podcasts and shit. And now this nigga locked up within 4 years of that shit.
Hey man, the no detectives and police case was there. They had nothing to do but get on that computer
Man,
and
this nigga
connect the
popped up.
dots.
Nah, cause I remember he came to the Gangster Chronicles. We was in the pandemic. We was filming in Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? And he was supposed to come to Gangster Chronicles, and he was trying to get some money out of niggas. And they were like, "Hell no, we ain't paying you, nigga. Niggas know you, nigga from Compton. Fucking whatchamacallit, Mob James. Mob James know the nigga from Compton. So you know, nigga, we ain't paying you nothing, nigga. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Just come through, chop some game up." So he didn't slide through. But yeah, he was trying to do interviews back then, and when the fucking pandemic started. So that's when he first popped up, trying to get paid to do them interviews and shit. Then look, right after 2020, 2023, 2024, and they get booked. You know what I mean?
They was lining that nigga up all the way through, man. I mean, you know, they were
Yeah, but
that
yeah, he
nigga, what's
popped
his
up
name,
during the
Greg Kading.
pandemic, my nigga. He
Greg
popped
Kading
up.
had a plan for that nigga all along.
They didn't waste no time with him because as soon as he got off Vlad, like I said, I don't know if it was within a year, 6 months, he was mincemeat, like quick. And then like all that time, you like we can. You said they've been working with it. They probably had him like all right, put him out there. So like you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
been
they had him, bro.
years. You know what I mean. Our leads are dead. You know what I mean. Like let's roll him out.
They let that dude hang himself, bro. Everything they did is just like everything that's happening right now. It's nowhere in hell that dude is gonna be able to untangle himself. He ain't got no loopholes in there. It ain't no loopholes in that, man. None. Because he
Hey man, can we count how many indictments that came from these interviews? Okay, Keefy D, you got the whole Big U Brick Baby loose cannon situation. You got the shit that happened in New Jersey with in Philly with AR Ab. What else, man? What else is going down? How many more indictments came? Oh yeah, 4 Extra got arrested at Hood Day. I mean, how many niggas that got scooped up after these interviews fucking with these platforms? Like, I just named a few. Y'all can name something else? Am I missing somebody?
I mean,
man, we'll be all day, bro. We'll be all day. I mean, then you gotta think about these peripheral niggas like the bald head nigga, the Reggie White nigga,
Lil Durk,
yeah,
Sue Surf, Lil Durk, okay, yep, Sue Surf and Lil Durk. You're right.
Yeah,
but it don't take long, man. They, like I said, they was connecting the dots, but then it take motherfuckers that be on the internet.
It's a cold part about it, man. I was hot on that Brick Baby about damn near 2 years ago on that nigga on the stage and about the same shit, telling niggas like nigga what niggas shouldn't do. And I don't know, man. Like that's why I say it ain't no excuses, man. Niggas know better, bro. But the power of clout, man. Tell me, some niggas is so thirsty, my nigga, to want to be like you would think a nigga in my situation would be thirsty to be that desperate.
Oh shit, we can't forget Tekashi. Rainbow Bright.
I was gonna say
Rainbow Bright. The boy Fed Demons got Rainbow hit. And he just admitted that he cooperated in the case.
What about Ferg?
He slipped up and said that. He said he tried to complain about what's her name? Perez. What's her name at Rock Nation? Some Perez, the lady. They
oh yeah. They talking about she was the super. She kept snitching. You feel me?
Right.
Allegedly.
So, why? Because she with Rock Nation. Nobody talking about she is snitch, but because I cooperate on the 69 case, everybody said I'm a snitch. Oh well. Now he admitted to this shit. I'm like, oh, you cooperated. You not only put the footage out there, you cooperated.
Hey, you know the craziest shit I ever heard in recent memory? The craziest shit I ever heard in recent memory is this so-called civilian shit. Yeah. I ain't never heard of no shit like that, bro. You know how many niggas we know in the hood? Like
Desiree Perez. Thank you, Chad. Desiree Perez. Thank you, Chad.
You know how many niggas we know in the hood, man? I'm talking about neighbors and shit on the block that never run their mouth, man, and they ain't part of that. I ain't never. If you're a civilian in school, I ain't never heard it. I don't even know where they come from. And you got full-fledged gang members, man, that's validating that shit. Oh yeah, he's a civilian. So like I ain't never heard of that, bro. Like I'm suspicious of any nigga that'll give anybody a pass for telling.
Hey y'all, it's a different OG from us. You know what I mean? Like it's the 4th place trophy era. Like you see what these cats is doing, man. Like they don't even know what snitching really is. You just explained, like, you know what I mean, that they really think like you know what I mean, like they put a if you can only snitch if it's not a game, like, you know what I mean, like I don't think they don't even understand, like, period.
The new snitching is making a statement. Now that's kind of shaky because you could make a statement like me when I got shot, right? Police came to Highland Hospital, asked me, did I get shot? I said, yeah. They said, who shot you? I said, I didn't see him. I was just running from bullets and I got shot. Okay, do you want to, press charges? If you do, boo, boo, I don't know who shot me, so I don't want to press charges. That's a statement. Is that snitching or is that just a statement?
Yeah, we had the same conversation about 2 days ago.
It definitely was not snitching.
No, because you ain't got
a statement, right? But that's say some nigga catch that and say, "Oh, he talked about it, so he snitched on him."
No. I would classify that as misdirection.
Who got time to look at somebody shooting at him?
I will classify that as misdirection.
I don't know
That's
who shot him.
misdirection.
I don't know
But
who
nigga
shot
say
him.
a nigga describing what happened to him. Nigga, you told. Just because you describe what happened to you a snitch. Nigga, what? They know what happened to me. That's why these niggas at the hospital. I'm at the hospital getting stitched up. This is
But
real
you know
life
the-
what happened to me. But
You know the
nobody
niggas is mad.
called
The
me.
niggas
Nobody
is,
called me a snitch. I'm just telling you what you have to do
oh
when the
yeah,
police come to the
no,
hospital.
Yeah, you gotta give a
I'm
statement.
saying,
Right.
but the niggas,
They
the
want to
niggas,
file. Did I want to file for neighborhood crime, victim of neighborhood crime? You get money and all that shit. I didn't even file for victim of neighborhood crime. None of that shit.
but look where this shit is coming from. That's making these standards. These standards are being made by niggas who themselves have never been in no gangster shit. They will tell you in their own mouth they ain't never been in jail and none of that shit, but yet they can sit here and set out a whole textbook on what's telling and what's street and what's not, and they not in it. That's the revenge of the nerve shit. You
Yeah,
go
man.
way back to the St. Valentine's Day massacre and shit. And when niggas want to talk about real mafia, man, you got whole neighborhoods of motherfuckers that the deli man next door, he ain't about to say nothing, nigga. He ain't telling. You know what I'm saying? Those were civilians. I'm just saying, telling is telling. When you run your mouth, to get it on another nigga business, period, to law enforcement in any fashion, saying anything that'll get a nigga, make a nigga culpable in something. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
Man,
telling, bro.
you know, people know what telling is. From
Yeah,
when you a
period.
kid, when you I don't care if you I'm telling, or if you go see somebody and do something you don't like, from being
Oh, I'm
vindictive
about to go
or
tell
being
mama. I'm
anything.
about to go tell mama
All
what your
that.
mama say. Stop snitching.
Yeah, and you already know when you finna tell on somebody. If you
Yeah,
finna, you know what I mean, and you know when you're not, and you know when you ain't gonna mess with somebody. Like, people just go on there. All this is for clout. You don't have to be smart to get up here and say, yeah, man, like on a dead, and then put on a dead homies, or they, you know what I mean, all
I'm
that.
tired of niggas putting shit on shit too. I'm
Me
tired of that.
too,
That shit
man.
don't
right,
mean nothing.
You
That
know
shit
right.
what I
ain't no
mean? Like,
validation to nobody because niggas say that and tell the biggest lie ever. So I don't even believe when niggas say the dead homies on they set on none of that shit no
If a
more.
nigga don't believe, your word off top, then it don't matter. I don't give a fuck what you
right.
put it
I
on.
ain't saying, you know what I mean? I ain't saying it twice. I ain't gonna Umar Johnson you 3 times
Yeah,
in a row. You feel me? So, you know what I mean?
First of all,
That's
if it's
another
real, you ain't gotta say it. Action speaks
right.
louder than words. You ain't
right.
gotta say on nothing, nigga. Activate, nigga. Get
Absolutely,
down when you
absolute
mad at.
facts.
The fuck you
Absolute
talking about
facts.
on something, nigga? Just get down,
Absolute
nigga.
facts.
Activate, nigga.
Hey
That
man,
ain't nothing. Yeah, what the fuck, nigga? You gotta make a statement. Nah, activate.
Absolute facts.
hey man,
Well, that's an identity crisis. That's a nigga who just kind of
period,
is
man.
trying to convince himself that he's trying to convince himself of something.
Goose said dead homies. Right before nigga say homies, nigga, his lip socked off. Dead unit. Blah. Nigga, I ain't got no time for you to be
Goose
shouting
the
out
great
dead homies, nigga.
Shout
It's
out
up,
to
nigga.
Goose the Great
Unit.
One, man.
Nigga going straight in that nigga jaw. Nigga dead. Blah. Nigga, you knocked out. Nigga, I ain't got the time to say homie, nigga.
Hey man, the
Oh
OG
shit.
should be on that, man. Like you
Niggas act
feel me?
jittery, boy. You don't
But
smell my cologne, nigga. Talking that shit.
right.
Nigga on nothing. Nigga sliding shit. Nigga, stop playing.
Shout out to
Period.
Goose the Great One, man.
Great, tap in, nigga. Let me throw the alley-oop for Gooch, man. Need to tap back in, man. This nigga up on the late night, man. Gooch, tap in, man. Talk some shit, boy.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
get back
man.
to what Dave Free actually said, man. Let's tap in with this back on Fig footage right quick.
Yeah.
Shout out T-Rail and Smack, man. Get it. Oh boy. Let's see. And Akademiks did duck the fade.
Man,
All that tough talk shit he was talking is bullshit.
They would have wasted their shit on him, man. They whole
Let's see what
career.
actually happened, man. Shout out J, man, what's the nigga name? J Bogus or something. J Point. I can't even see the nigga name right here. Let's just play the footage and I'll shout him out later. I'll just say at the top. It's J Lopi. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Hey, you see my search bar?
Duck fade.
DJ Akademiks duck fade. This is the first shit that popped up.
Valid.
Real shit. All right, let's get it. Hold on. All right.
Clip. We didn't clip this yesterday when we were talking about it, homie. A reaction of what was going on right now. And I know my boy Akademiks. My boy Akademiks got pressed yesterday. Well, not yesterday, a couple days ago at the Detroit show, and he thought it was just a friendly talk. Well, that's why this is what he's saying to us. He thought it was just a cool little exchange.
Right.
But you got marked out. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Now you from TDE, boy. That's what Max said.
Yeah.
They clicked them in. They jumped them in.
They said that boy got marked out, nigga. He from TDE now, nigga. He marked all the way out. For the horse's mouth, babe. Mac Wop, hey, man, the nigga. You know, back on Fig, you know, fucking Smack. Fuck with Mac Wop and Mac Wop, the DJ for fucking TDE and Kendrick and shit. So, yeah, man, this nigga right here, Smack, is tapped in with him. So, and T-Rail, they was at the pop out all the shit. So, if they saying it, I expect it being real coming from them to anybody else because they actually tapped in with TDE and PG Lane. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Hey, hold my rag. Hold my rag.
Jumping DJ Akademiks.
Yeah, you seen that interview that I don't know, I don't want to say any names, but there was this dude I saw on the reels the other day, and he made this dude hold his flag. He was like, hold my flag, bro.
There you go.
Hey, but all in all, fuck Akademiks by anybody. However,
Sam, and get up when we tell you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Now you from TDE, boy. That's what Max said.
Yeah.
they clicked them in. They jumped them in. Hey, hold my rag. Hold my rag.
Jumping DJ Akademiks.
Yeah, you seen that interview that I don't know, I don't want to say any names, but there was this dude I saw on the reels the other day, and he made this dude hold his flag. He was like, hold my flag, bro. Hold my flag. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yo, this shit is so funny. Niggas saying that DJ Akademiks is TDE now is crazy.
These niggas on the screen look crazy. Revenge of the Nerves like a motherfucker, man. Bruh need like a fucking avatar, man, at the bottom, man. He should never show himself. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
You got jumped in is insane. They dogged
you. You TDE now, boy. Now go sit your ass down right here. Sit down and get up when we tell you to. You feel it? You got marked out, boy. Coming over here talking about some. He said, because we can get at it. No, boy. We can get out. You trying to get out? Is it personal for you? It's personal for me.
Yeah.
It's personal for you.
That's exactly what we were saying. That's exactly what we were saying on the stream, bro. It was like, yo, you know them niggas didn't talk to you like that. They asked you if you had a problem.
Yeah,
if it was really personal.
Because it's personal with me, nigga.
They get your fade.
Well, that goes back to why he asked him, about the money. He was like, is he paying you? Because if he pays you, I understand, bro.
Right.
Now I don't like it, but I respect it. You're doing it for money. I know that there's nothing personal because you just care about money. However, Akademiks claims that was insulting and that he wouldn't jeopardize his brand to be bought by anybody. However, I'm going to tell you right now, bro, all the shit talking that he says doesn't make sense up until this point. The minute that they're in your face, the energy shifts. So then why would you be doing this for free then? Why are you doing it all for free? It doesn't make sense, bro. You have to be doing it for a purpose. And if not, then at that point, it's personal, right?
Right.
It's personal to you, but you won't admit that to them in their face.
That's what I'm saying.
So now you're copping pleas.
Because like certain shit that you're saying, bro, it can't just be for the benefit of doing your job. Like, nah, some shit is like, nigga, you can't be talking about niggas' funerals ain't gonna be as popping as Nipsey's, and that's just doing that's not just doing your job. Bro, that's not a job description, I fear.
Right.
Man, bro, he was talking shit about Absol like a few days before that.
I'm saying.
And
from pissing me off with that title.
What you title is?
Wait.
My nigga, Goose the Great in the motherfucking building. We got it. We can stop this right here because these niggas gonna keep on talking forever.
Hey man, I wanna before we continue, I wanna take this time to say I want to thank everybody in attendance because if I'm not the best, I'm a damn striking resemblance. So shout out to my twin, shout out to my man, shout out to Mike Ascari. I mean, little bro, we love you, brother. Everything's gonna be all right. Bro. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I activate on the strength, the twin in the building, man. I got something to activate with. Everybody activate. You see the twin in the building. Bye-bye.
Yeah, everybody activate, man.
Mm-hmm. Twin, man, how you feel about this pump fake shit that Akademiks doing? You know, acting like he had the one up on Dave Free and them trying to get low up in the Detroit show and got pressed, nigga. They found the nigga sweet, pressed the nigga like a linebacker. You feel me? And had the nigga tootsie sliding and moonwalking, you know, back home.
I don't see how you even allow this person to have the voice he has in hip hop in the first place. He wouldn't have had a career in the 80s and 90s.
Never.
Or even early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s. Yeah. We can only blame ourselves for allowing this to happen. It's a whole new day, and you know, we're allowing things to get past. But if they checked him, hey, that's the hip hop I know, and
that's a start.
I applaud it.
He don't even know real hip hop.
Well, Vince Messer checked the nigga. Nipsey Hussle checked. Nipsey Hussle didn't even do the Everyday Struggle interview because of that nigga. Vic Mensa checked the nigga in his face about the war in Chirac. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, niggas wasn't playing with that nigga when he was at Everyday Struggle. Definitely.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy went bad on the nigga. Yeah.
He don't own no turntables. He probably never DJ'd a real party. You know what I mean? Like, man,
so okay, his name is DJ. Is he an actual DJ?
No.
Okay.
But it said he was a DJ at the college parties. I don't know, bro.
I don't, but if he was, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't doing it now. And his lack of hip hop knowledge, that, you know what I mean? I don't think so. He might have been, you know what I mean? And if he was good, he would have kept on doing it.
That nigga has no knowledge of hip hop past 2010, nigga. Period. No knowledge of hip hop.
He didn't know what a lowrider was.
He used to DJ the parties for his little nieces and nephews and shit, man. You know what I mean?
But who said he didn't know what a lowrider was?
I did.
Is this did he actually say that?
Hey, what was he talking about? He don't. What was we talking about that time, Yuck, when he was talking about the cars when he was clowning a video shoot?
Oh, he was clowning the low riders and shit. Yeah, he never seen a low rider. He was clowning shit out the motherfuckers.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Gooch, man, how you feel about our brother R. Kelly, man? They set him up with the overdose pills.
I was at the show backstage in the green room, looking at it, and if it's getting to the point that they're doing that, then let the man out. Let him have an ankle monitor, and let him out. He's not in there to be poisoned and all that stuff. I mean, it is prison. It's not a vacation.
He got a conflict of interest with the Department of Corrections of where he at. You know what I'm saying? So if they keep him in there, he certainly got a lawsuit for sure. I'm talking about he got a tremendous lawsuit. But it's a conflict of interest. You know what I mean? They already talking about, to my knowledge, I gotta ask Shaniqua know best because don't nobody keep testing R. Dot more than Shaniqua do. But
that's R. Kelly's unpronounced assistant.
Yeah, yes, sir.
They saying it was Kendrick Lamar Carr. That nigga didn't know what a GNX was. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. He didn't know what a GNX was. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No culture.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Casanat didn't know who Wale was.
Well, Casanat is young though.
I don't give a fuck, bro. If they putting you in hip hop content, they need to give you a list of the guests so you will know. Like,
hey,
come on, my nigga. Like you can't throw the streamer niggas in hip hop if they don't know hip hop. Now ask the nigga the last fortnight that came out before this one. He'll know the date, the time, the what actual, you know what I mean? When the niggas got the new characters, everything. Ask the nigga about the new Call of Duty. He gonna know when the new motherfucking Grand Theft Auto is coming out, all the shit. Ask this nigga about all the Biggie Smalls albums and all the motherfucking Tupac albums. He probably don't know. Period.
And to piggyback off of that, man, like, and this is still part of that culture.
That's right 90s. Don't ask niggas about Run DMC and LL Cool J and all them niggas. They really gonna have a brain freeze. So Like, come on, my nigga. If you put these niggas in hip hop media, they gotta know about hip hop. Period. That's why I respect the hip hop podcast, because these niggas actually know what they talking about. You know,
They supposed to know the background. You know, whoever gave him the questions and answer whatever. But you know what? Yeah, forget all that. He's supposed to know even if he listen to hip hop. You know what I mean? He know who Wale. I
nigga,
mean,
you Haitian. Nigga, you Haitian. You should know y'all that ain't Wale Haitian or something.
He from I don't know.
Nigerian or something.
They look alike.
They look like they from the same island, nigga.
You know what I mean? He little Wale.
Yeah, he little Wale, exactly. Like, fuck out of here, man. And then they got pressed. Juicy, then nigga, them niggas got pressed by TDE. Them niggas was sitting right behind TDE, nigga. And Drewski act like he wanted to be up in the bleachers somewhere, nigga. He couldn't stop trying to turn around and not look at niggas pressing them. Nigga, what the nigga Ray Vaughn niggas tapping on niggas' show like, hey, bro, what's happening? What is it? That nigga turned around like he didn't feel Ray Vaughn tapping his shoulder. Nigga, like, hey, what it do, family? What we doing, nigga? Is it cool?
You know, when it get real, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they said it like it ain't all jokes. And that's why people, they think like, you know what I mean?
Drewski been in the club telling niggas to cut Kendrick shit off. Him and Kai Sinat. When they in the club and they play, they not like us, they hit the DJ and tell them to turn it off.
You ain't gangster like that.
Seen Kendrick, when they actually seen Kendrick, like, nigga, what we doing? You trying to have DJs cut our shit off in the club, nigga? Oh, that wasn't Kai Sinat, that was Drewski. My bad, Drewski. So
look, man, they don't know that's only in the local. You know, when you know that's local hood, you know, even with big music, like man, they got it all twisted, man. That's what I'm saying. Like they babies still in they pampers, you know what I'm saying? Drewski ain't got no business. I think he Lizzo. Both of them lost weight. Drewski is Lizzo's stunt double.
He say Kai don't claim to be hip hop. And he a kid. Okay. That's why he said African Americans don't have a culture. Okay, got it.
So see, when they say that, then the little fucker, then where you are, you live in our culture. If we don't have a culture, you live in it, you doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I like his platform.
He don't claim hip hop, but all the little dances he be doing, they got rap songs and shit. AMP got freestyles and shit. What you mean you not hip hop?
Well, if he ain't hip hop,
he dressed hip hop. He had a grill. He wear all the hip hop jewelry. He talk hip hop slang. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, he was mad Killer Mike won that Grammy if he ain't hip hop. Like I know he had a lot of hip hop artists on his stream, on his live, you know what I'm saying? Which I like the little dude. I like what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it sound like to me? It sound like the prototype of what we would characterize as a hip hop cop, hip hop undercover. You know what I'm saying? You know, hip hop impersonator, man. You know what I mean? You know, these infiltrators, man, infiltrating the culture.
Well, these young cats, they're making so much money. They're making so much money over nothing that they're not even a culture. They don't stand on anything. What do? They turn on the TV and they stream playing video games. And if it's people actually crazy enough to watch it, they make their money. So that's not a culture.
If he's not hip hop, he has every hip hop artist coming to his live stream now. Kai Sinat got really popping by having artists come to his live stream. He had the what he had, what's her name?
Everybody, Nicki
all
Minaj.
The niggas Citizen have been up there, but I'm talking about artists. Oh, he had the real one, the weird ass one with Kodak Black. I think we did
we talked about that.
Yeah, we did a motherfucker a remix about that. I mean a recap about that shit. But that's when motherfucker Kodak Black was going, yeah, my boy, yeah, my boy. Hey, that nigga that nigga threw his Xanny in his mouth like popcorn. Nigga, you threw that shit up. Yeah, my boy. But yeah, so he's bringing rappers through his streams. He's fucking with Drake. Like, so how is he not hip hop?
Right.
Like,
and then you know they coming to him. So he was banging. You know what I mean? They coming to him, you know what I mean, for his people, you know what I mean, for his content, which rightfully so. Like, he is young, but I don't like he didn't know who Big Mike was. I mean Killer Mike was. when he won the Grammy, he was mad because he won the Grammy. He said some names like some probably older motherfuckers don't know, which you know what I mean. So, but I don't think he meant that with Wale. If he did, like he probably really meant it. Like I don't know, like you know what I mean, because he's so looted now. You know what I mean. He was mad. He was at the Met. Like it don't like that stuff don't like that.
So
Right
they got the list. They say Nicki, Kodak, Offset, Ice Spice, DDG, Ruby Rose. All them been to this nigga live streaming.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So if that ain't hip hop, what is it? I'm just saying, man. Y'all can't defend a nigga, bruh. Period. Y'all can't defend a nigga.
He might not be doing hip hop content and all that, you know what I'm saying, but he you know what I mean, like he know what's up. You know what I mean? And
You can't have a nigga hosting the fucking BET Awards if you don't know hip hop or the motherfucking people up there, but only the young people. Like, you know, I don't know.
Like it's all the culture, like you know what I mean. So if like that's wrong.
I forgot. This is the reason why Kendrick and them was on that nigga too. Even though he had SZA up there, they still was on this nigga because he went to one of the Kendrick shows on tour, and he said that, you know, that the people must have sound effects for the audience because he didn't feel it when he was there. He's like, oh man, they got speakers making fake sound effects for the audience because nobody's screaming right here. Look at my guy. Nobody's cheering.
Yeah, I remember.
I hear fake sounds that making it seem like the audience is loud. And that's what he came back and said on his stream about the Kendrick and SZA concert. So that's why he was on the radar too with Drewski. I forgot he said that shit about the Kendrick concert, saying that they have fake sound effects to make the crowd scream.
Yeah, we covered that on the Wonder Twins. Look, you know what? I came in because y'all told me to come in. I'm never gonna let y'all down. I do have to get up, so let me end with this. Yo, you know I got nothing but love for you, Mike and Scar. I got nothing but love for you. Everybody on the panel, you know I got nothing but love for y'all. I got to get up early. Thank you for having me on. I salute y'all.
Hello.
Mike and Scar, you're gonna be home in no time. Make sure you call me, brother. I love all y'all. Sis, I love you. I'm out. Peace.
Gooch. Out of that Gooch, the Grizzly. The honorable. The honorable.
Sir. Hey, y'all was talking about Trump's tanks.
Oh man, that goddamn tank was manny, bro. Why you do that, bro?
Hey, yuck, man. Why was they marching, man? Like my son is my oldest son is, you know, he's special, he's slow, so I can say this. They look like a bunch of they look like the soldiers. You supposed to march like one to your left, right, left. You know, did you see them marching? Yuck. Did y'all see them?
Oh my, a disgrace.
Oh man,
fucking disgrace, man.
They on Ritalin, ADD, and they defending the country. That they put a close up on one of them soldiers' faces. Man, he was looking east-west, and I swear he was facing straight north. March,
bro. We are fucked if that's our army, bro.
man, army boots untied, man.
We better use all drones, my nigga.
All drones. We better play Call of Duty on.
We gotta lose all drones, my nigga. And then they came out with the littlest ass drone. Like, bro,
you see that little thing up there, man? Hey, man, hey, I want T Grizzly to be general because he runs Grand Theft Auto. And whoever good on Call of Duty, we need to get a big party. That's it. That's the army. Cause you know what I mean? And you know, oh yeah, man. It was the army's birthday, y'all. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It was Trump, but that was the army. Next year it's the whole shebang. The whole we gonna be what, 250?
That shit was so whack juice, my nigga, bro. Them tanks was squeaking. There wasn't nobody there, nigga. Like it was horrible, bro. Like good luck with that one, Jack.
Them buggies that you go chase Bigfoot, man. They got riding up. What's the name, man?
Did he say horrible?
You see them Bigfoot buggies they had, man, in there, man. Come on, man. We got money, man. We supposed to have invisible. We supposed to have people standing behind people. Oh, here I am. Look, oh, that's
Yeah, was it me or did we had the oldest fucking equipment flying? We had old ass helicopters. Like we didn't see no Tomahawk. We ain't see no motherfucking like
where the
mother
stealth bomber at?
stealth
You feel
bombers
me?
and shit. Like we didn't see no new technology. We had old ass tanks from like the fucking first Vietnam War. Like this
Loud
is
ass
bullshit.
helicopter, man. Where is Blue Thunder at?
Where's some shit that just lift off from the ground? Don't even have to take off. They can just hover up and just take off, nigga. Like where the new spaceship? Like nigga, the
Niggas
Chinese
ain't got no transformers, nothing out this motherfucker. Where the transformers at? Where Bumblebee?
man, the Chinese niggas had a motherfucking what them shits called, man? Had a motherfucking what them shits called? They flying a drone. They had a drone fest. You know, they had big ass super drones, nigga, bigger than motherfucking Hummers and shit, nigga. I'm like, where those? I assume those is the ones that hold the missiles and do attacks. Not that little ass shit that the nigga had on top of his head, my nigga.
You see Ukraine over there tearing Russia up. They drones live. You can go live on they drone. You can watch they drones blow shit up. Boom. You know what I mean?
Drones going ape shit, my nigga.
And they getting that shit from us. That shit they got, this shit they getting from us. That shit was smoke and mirrors.
Hey, we need Magnum PI's helicopter. Man, hey man, that is crazy. Somebody said Nighthawk. Man,
nigga said Magnum PI helicopter, nigga.
Yeah, remember TC's helicopter.
Nigga. No. What was that
Trump
shit
was
called?
falling asleep.
What is shit called? The late night, bro. When we do the late night shit, what that shit that came on, man?
The night shift. No, Stripes.
Nah, nigga. What was the? I'm hella old. What was the?
You talking about that all black helicopter? I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, nigga. What was that army movie that came? All right.
It was a TV show.
MASH, nigga.
I was about to say MASH.
Nigga.
Hey man, they about to sell this shit to Ukraine, man.
MASH, nigga. That nigga had the MASH army shit out there.
Somebody said Airwolf.
Oh shit. MASH, my nigga. Bro, had the MASH army equipment out there.
The MASH army.
We look so fucking ancient, man. Let's tap in with these females, man. They be clowning shit out of Trump.
That's Stripes, man. That was Stripes. Army training, sir.
Oh, they be going crazy on Trump. Let's go. They showing all the shit. Let's go. Fair use.
If anybody wants to know what event planning looks like once DEI is completely removed from all planning and it's just left up to the boring, crotchety, crusty old white men, take a look at this. Empty steer. So this is Trump's military parade that he boasted about, which is AKA his birthday party. And it was absolutely abysmal turnout, abysmal. And we've said on this show that they exaggerate their support. It's a whole system of robots and bored people that sit at home all day long on the internet, plus Russian trolls. Let's look at this image of the lackluster limp dick turnout. There it is right there. And even Trump couldn't stay awake. Here's an image of him falling asleep. Here's an image of Lil Marco yawning during, and even Melania looks absolutely bored to tears. And then here is smoky eye sociopath JD Vance, who has no riz, trying to bring the house down at this very poorly attended limp dick military parade. Play the clip.
Well, let me say to the thousands of Americans who traveled from distant towns and across state lines to be here today, this is your national capital. Welcome to Washington, D.C. We are thrilled to have you.
Okay, so
that shit sound like a Chitlin Circus show when it's like them shows with like only 50 people in the bar, nigga.
Hey man, you hear that? That sounds like somebody ham boning, like say slapping their knees. You know what I mean?
He said ham boning. Ham dog. God damn, bro. That shit, boy. That shit sounded very, very minute, man. Let's go, y'all. But for that nigga to be the boy, You know, his before when he was running on his campaign, them goddamn shits was packed.
Hey, Trump ain't. That's what I was about to say. Trump used to always be. It's huge. It's gonna be the hugest, and most luxurious, huge crowd that's ever known to mankind. That shit ain't huge no more.
Man,
You should have seen it. It was good. It was a lot of people there. Hey man, that was what was the army with Private Powell? That was Private Powell, man. You see all them, man. I couldn't believe they was marching off beat. Man, I wanted to get out there and stop them and get in their ear and start
Hold
talking.
on, we're about to get to it right now. Let's get to this shit. Let's go. Fair you.
Koffler. Rebecca, what are your thoughts tonight on the incredible symbolism and the messaging that we saw here tonight from the Commander-in-Chief on the Army's 250th birthday?
I am so excited, Emily and Lucas Tomlinson. Everybody, like, this is incredible. Finally, the United States is back. I want to really thank all of our Army, Navy, and Air Force.
Okay. That's enough.
Ain't hurt
Basically, what you have with this MAGA movement right now are a bunch of psychopaths and a bunch of drunks.
No, is she drunk to the motherfucker?
Hey man,
a bunch of misfits.
Her.
Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, was that her mouth for real, man?
Her mouth was fucked up.
Boy, she had some. She had some taco truck, some food truck boxes in her mouth, didn't she? Boy,
was that nigga on 007? Iron Jaw, Lockjaw. What was that nigga name?
That nigga said some tool truck.
Food truck to go boxes in her mouth. Man, she had to been what's them Star Trek things called Ferengis? What's them? Man, she alien, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, out of control, man.
Hold on, let's get to this part right quick. Let's go.
Online, pop this up. Christopher David tweets, I've marched in more military parades than I even care to remember, probably watched dozens more as a spectator. And this is easily the worst and sloppiest marching I've ever witnessed at a formal military parade. It feels like a big fuck you to Trump from the soldiers. And so I thought that was a really interesting take. And then I saw more and more and more posts like this because they all know how to march, right? In unison. And there's a person that calls it to make sure they're all still in unison and they're not smiling. You can tell by their body language that they don't want to be there, that they feel like they're props. And I thought that when I saw it, but then when I saw online, so many veterans speaking out on behalf of these people saying they're doing.
Yeah, I see it.
Well,
that shit was whack Julius.
Hey man, like he, man, it's sad, man. But what that dude really,
he looked sad. You see when that nigga looked like sad, that nigga looked sad. He wasn't happy. That nigga didn't do one smile. That nigga looked sad and sleepy.
I was sleepy, and they all looked like what? Man, I was just cracking up, like what? Jesus Christ, the fuck's going on here? Dude had his little mistress next to him. You know what I mean? And they like it wasn't even cracking. And the Kings, no King's Day either, man. Like
no King's Day was lit. That's the biggest protest in American history.
Was it?
Yeah, they said it was like 5 million people. Out. 5 million people came out.
Nationwide.
Nationwide.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now we about to get to a touchy topic because the Latinos are feeling like the blacks should be out there helping them right now, and your main dude that needs to be helping them, let me show you what he's doing instead of out there on the line helping you guys protest. I got to show you what your guy is doing right quick. Hold up. Is it sharing the video? Let me share the video right quick. Show you what your man's out here doing while people are being hit by ICE. Let me show you what your man's is doing. People getting raided by ICE. And y'all complain about black people not being out there. Look at your mans in them. Get your mans. He ain't outside neither. Let me show you what he doing. Let's go. Fair use.
Yo, man's best friend. And look what I got for Father's Day. Special request. They offered me all kind of fancy stuff I wanted me a Hungry Jack. Old school at noon. This a Hungry Man. Salisbury steak. You guys ain't ready for this type of thing. Remember the chicken, the fries? This is the one I'm with the little. I'm going all in with this one. Happy Father's Day. Yo.
Get your boy.
Man's best friend.
Get your man's.
And look what I got.
Get your
Father's
man.
Day. Special request. They offered me all kind of fancy stuff. I wanted me.
Get your man's.
Cartagena. Look, man. Look. For
He
people
ain't out there.
Look,
He
hold
ain't
on. Wait a
outside.
minute. Hold on. Because he gon' that and they gonna say, I'm not fucking Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican. Two different Spanish. I know. And look, I don't get
No, bro. You got to be out there with your Hispanic and your Latino people.
Come on, man. Fuego in both languages is hot. Get your ass. Come on, man. Grab the, you know what I'm saying? But all that, man, like I'll just say, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. But now they making it. It's starting to
That fool
snowball.
said fuego in both languages is hot.
Hey, man, like
let me play one more thing before we get to that content, because this where shit gets shaky. That's why I saved it for the end. And this is a touchy situation, man. Period. But let's hear what Cat Williams got to say before this shit even happened. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
You think I'm just in Mexico and I'm defending America?
Hold on, I ain't even. Did I put it up there yet? Oh, yeah, it's right there. Okay, cool. Let's rewind it. This is a show Cat Williams did in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
You think I'm just in Mexico and I'm defending America? Because are you Mexican? Do you know where Mexico is? No, this ain't Mexico. It used to be Mexico, and now it's Phoenix. Goddammit! I bet you don't leave here and go to Mexico. USA! Think they can live in this country and then still be allegiance to another country. If you love another country more than you love America, mother, then get the step into that. If you love Mexico, get the over there. Oh, say, can you see? You think?
Oh, Cat Williams made them leave. God damn. So that type of shit been going between, Latinos, Hispanics, and blacks. It's been this type of beef going down with especially the border states, California, Nevada, Arizona, Texas. We definitely get that type of rhetoric going back and forth, rather it be a comedian, rather it be somebody on the streets at a restaurant. You never know. You definitely gonna get that back and forth just being out here, you know what I mean, with the Hispanic community, because they still feel like all those territories is still Mexico. How y'all feel about that before we get to the protests and all of that?
Well, look, man, they was, but the thing about it, man, and I'm just saying is like, this is a reversal. White people used to say the same shit to black folks back before we got to go to school with them and everything. So it's a cycle. They go by numbers, you know what I'm saying? So now they in here, they look the jobs. They taking our jobs. They were saying that about our parents, yeah, you feel me, and our grandparents. You know what I mean? That's how we, you know what I'm saying? So
They
it's the
saying
same
it
thing.
now.
Yeah,
Trump
and now we saying it to the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying?
Trump said that. Trump said all the stuff that the illegal migrants are doing is black jobs.
Same
Those
shit.
are black jobs. He
Same
said
shit.
that.
Same shit.
Those are the black jobs.
And the black people saying we used to do that. And now look, people, man, there ain't nothing but Mexicans working at McDonald's. I ain't saying that just Mexicans work at McDonald's, you know what I mean? Because it ain't, but the narrative is, man, that's what they won't spread like that. So immigrants is taking your jobs, they taking it, you know what I'm saying? And then like, So if we see Cat Williams saying that, now it makes it seem like he being racist to Mexicans, and he's not. So like the narrative's getting twisted, and it's making people think other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and it's always been you know what I mean, Mexicans, and that's another thing, man. It's not Mexicans, man. Like it's Central Americans, they were the immigrants coming in. Mexicans, you know what I mean? Like, but they getting it all mixed up, and they centralizing it in LA. You know what I'm saying, man? So it's really fucking shit up. And what's really making it bad, man, is you know how the Mexicans in East LA and everywhere else was already having a race war with black folks sometimes, not everywhere. You yourself grew up with Mexicans, you know what I mean, or Latinos. You know what I mean. I know a few cool with a gang of them. You know what I'm saying, everywhere. So this is getting to me. It ain't getting scary, but I just hope they don't let it snowball to what you know what I mean. What they trying to do?
Yeah, I think this is adding, you know, because it's been tension, you know what I mean? Not up north, you know what I mean? Because we rock with our brown brothers and sisters. It ain't no politics, like no, you know, no flags or no politics between that, you know what I mean? But more southern is politics, you know what I mean? With they politics and had these, you know, hoods beefing and these races beefing for decades, you know what I mean? So that's where that really tap in at on the southern type of side of, you know, California.
Right.
Let me be more specific. You know, we have a cohesion with the Northerners and the Border Brothers down this way. You know what I mean? That's who we specifically have cohesiveness with. On my side of the fence, as of about a week ago, the entire Department of Corrections is now on lockdown. We are all on lockdown because of specifically what's happening down there in LA right now. Now they're trying to water it down and make it seem like it's some extra shit that going on because of violent shit that's been happening in the pen. But you know, but all the incidents that's happened recently, especially in my neck of the woods, was internal shit. But we are on lockdown right now because of what's happening out there.
I almost think that Tory Lanez with that Mexican is trying to start something too. I didn't want to say nothing, but you know what I mean. I'm just playing like, you know, let's play with a conspiracy theorist, and by you saying that, you know what I mean. Like what do they intend on happening? You know, because they always scared. You know what I'm saying. And do we need to be out there if you want to? If you, I mean, you can go on out there if you want to. We ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I don't, you know what I mean? That ain't to say that you don't fuck with Latinos or anybody else. You know what I mean? That's not nothing. I don't even think half of them need to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Because for what? So you can go to jail.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I'm just saying if he is,
I thought he
we don't have no open racial shit going on between nothing that's not out of the usual. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's going on right now is actively on the yards of here. We're on lockdown because they're using that situation out there as an excuse to, you know what I mean? And how many of y'all do that? Did any of y'all know that we were on lockdown because of that statewide lockdown?
Loose Cannon and called his girl and let everybody know they on lockdown. I think Brick Baby let niggas know they on lockdown.
Is it nationwide, Mike?
Yes, state, and I don't know if nationwide, but I know it's statewide for sure. But they're trying to make it seem like it's due to the uprising violence and shit. But you know what I mean? The uprising violence or the shit that's been kicking off is all been internal, like inside, like in-house house cleaning, internal house cleaning. There ain't nothing that's racial. You know what I'm saying? And if the shit was racial, it was isolated incidents at particular institutions. It ain't just no all out shit, nothing like that. That's not connected to that shit out there.
Right. That's it. You know what I mean? You in stealth mode, baby. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So you that's cool.
Let's play this right quick because I never knew this. But I have Mexicans in my family, and I love my brown brothers and sisters. Like I say, Northern Cali, we have a different respect for our brown brothers and sisters. We actually function and we actually get money. We actually rock with our brown brothers and sisters because it ain't no street politics. And if it is, it's getting money politics. You know what I mean? So Southern California is different. And even in Southern California, I got a lot of brown brothers and sisters out here I function with, and it's all love. So I never felt that type of pressure out here, you know, until I got in the county, and the county is segregated, you know what I mean? So I know areas not to go to in LA. I ain't never been to East Side LA to where it's, you know, all Mexican. I ain't never been out there to, you know, even face that type of, you know, whatever the rumor is, you know what I mean? So I ain't never faced that until I got, you know what I mean, the LA County, Twin Towers, and it's segregated, you know what I mean? And that's when okay, boom, they don't like us, and okay, we got to defend ourselves if it go down. You know, that was the first time I heard of that when I got to LA. But other than that, just, you know, going to nightclubs and shit and whatever, it never was no problem, you know, with the brown brothers and sisters out here in LA. It's only when I got to, you know, jail, you know, when I went to LA County, it was up. Like, damn, the Mexicans and the black people was beefing. I never knew that. So it's hella different politics out here in LA. You dig?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's everywhere too, but not that ain't to downplay it either. But just like,
but
you know,
but let's go ahead.
No, I mean, but just to go ahead. But I think they just trying to drum some shit up too, man. That's all.
And I think let's be real, man. Like if they want to go there, then it's like Asians don't fuck with black people. We done seen like even when the Rodney King shit went down, when the little girl got shot in the store by the Asian, you know, store owner. Like, you know, we seen it. Like Asians don't fuck with us, certain white people don't fuck with us, certain, you know, demographics don't fuck with us, man. Period. I mean, even shit, real Africans from Africa, Nigerian shit, they come to America and do not fuck with African Americans, like Jamaicans and Haitians. They don't fuck with African Americans. They look at us like Trinidadians and shit like that. They don't fuck with us. They look down on us.
We Yankees, you know what I mean?
Like we a subculture or some shit like that. So our own race don't fuck with us. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Everybody got a little bit of racism in it. That's just life. You know what I mean? Period. That's how we all been conditioned. Not just, you know, Mexicans versus the blacks, or the blacks versus the Mexicans or the whites, whatever the fuck, the whites versus the minorities. We all been programmed, you know what I mean, to be divided. If we is connected, you know, like that march, that 5 million people that came out for the No Kings Day, everybody on one accord, that's too powerful. You got to separate. There's too many people in America. If everybody stand on one principle, nigga, you can overthrow the whole government. Period. So they don't want that. They got to keep you separated and fighting within each other. You know what I mean? Period.
Crabs in the barrel, as they say, you know, and right there, man, like when you leave this country and you black, you ain't a nigga, you are an American. Period. Like when you leave this country, you an American. They don't know nothing about no nigga and whatever, just by, you know what I mean, from the internet, but you are an American and you wealthy. You know, so, and why they Africans really don't rock with, not all of them, I ain't saying all the Africans, you know what I mean, but the ones that really turn their nose up, they call us lazy. You know what I mean? Because they the ones busting all them credit moves. Scammers. The Indians, like everything at the gas stations, all that. Yep. Then you read that, like nobody wanted to mess with black people, Mexican, Chinese. What we used to hear, yep. Man, our parents didn't want us to mess with y'all.
Let me, like, man, you know, alley-ooped it. Let's go. Let's play this content. Let's go.
Mexican man won't let his daughter date a black man, but she could date a white man. Because it's almost like they say, para mejorar la raza. Yeah. They be saying. To better the race.
Hi, Laurijo. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Stranda. Thank you so much for all the love and support.
He just said that a black woman can't date a Mexican woman can't date a black man, but she could date a white man. That's crazy.
That is crazy, but you know what I'm saying? Shit. It happens.
Let's go. Let's let them talk. Let's go.
On, you know, the comment a pan colored. I'm just going to roll it. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support.
All right, baby.
It's almost like they say, para mejorar la raza. Yeah. They be saying. To better the race. Yeah. They're fucked up, bro. They're fucked up. My grandma moved to the city, and my grandpa moved to the city, and they met. my grandma automatically just seemed better because she was with this guy from Michoacan that was light skinned and white with green eyes, and she looked like Felipe, dark, short, and then she thought she was better, fool. I swear to God, my grandma just passed, but she loved my nephew more than she loved my.
Look at that. Publicly admitting that your grandmother thought she was better than everybody else because she found her a Mexican man who was light skinned with green eyes, and then publicly admitting that your grandma liked your niece more than your nephew because one was light and one was black. But see, we all know this. So when you're out here saying, "Oh, the black people," no, we not like. Come on, man. What kind of level of disrespect is this? Unless you think we're dogs that go jumping when they go, "Hey, nigga, Viva la Mexico!" Is that how you view us? Is that how you see us? Like, anyways, why don't you go beg the white men that you want to Mejola la Raza, your family, to come protest with you? Why is it the dark ones that will opposite of Mejola la Raza, your family? Why? You don't want our dark stain on like the protest. That's how people meet. That's how people fall in love. A lot of people have met a You don't want that shit. No, Holmes. No, Holmes.
Mihara La Raza has so many complexities to it. The Spaniards believed in G-side through assimilation. How did they do this? Through intermixing. They absorbed a group of people's identity. They absorbed a group of people culture through intermixing until it's no longer recognizable. And that's what Latin America practiced to today. They feel like the Latino is the new superior race, and they prefer the European DNA, whereas they feel like the black and indigenous identity is something that they have to overcome. So they're to a point where they don't need to intermingle with them anymore. They just exclude them. And that's why you see black Latinos fighting for their life to be Latino, because the ideal, the concept of a Latino is to be black free, to be indigenous free, to look European as possible. You don't fit into the game plan. So it makes sense for their parents to be mad for bringing home a black person, because it doesn't fit the La Raza. It doesn't fit the Mihara La Raza.
Latina. I was born in a minority city. My father is from Dominican Republic. He's a USA citizen now. And my mother is from Puerto Rico, but she lives in the States now. I have some things I want to say about the Latino community. The one topic that I want to talk about is Black versus Hispanics. I'm going to start off as all of us are one and things that I've seen from the Black community. And I just hope that you have an open heart to what I'm about to say.
Boom. I'm going to pause right there because we all are one. We all part of 12 tribes, period. You got the indigenous, the indigenous people and the Mexican people, which is all part of 12 tribes, which is us too. The black people, indigenous people, and the Mexican people. That's why you got motherfucking pyramids out there. That's why you got pyramids out here in America. You're all part of the 12 tribes, you know what I mean? Period. So we all should be unified. That's what the Rainbow Coalition was in the Black Panthers. That's why they had Mexicans. That's why they had Indians and blacks all together. You know what I mean? That's what made the Rainbow Coalition. You know what I mean? The 12 tribes of Israel. That was just, you know what I mean? We are part of tribes, you know what I mean? Period. But you know what I mean? Like literally, like we are the tribes and we are feuding against each other. That's the fucked up part.
Hey man, a lot of people be wanting to be from Africa, but you might be from America. You might be an Indian. You know what I'm saying? And Africans might be Indians too. You know what I'm saying? Because how people say stuff happens and what's going on, like we all equal, but we separate, or separate but equal. You know what I'm saying? Like so. The only thing you got to do, man, is just facts. You can't run from being brown. In a minute, everything's gonna be brown. You know what I mean? Whether they like it or not, I wouldn't care if a Mexican or Latino or Spanish woman's father said he don't want me to be. Well, I don't care because I ain't with it.
What we gotta do is
my brown brothers and sisters, man. Period.
What we gotta do is what we gotta
like. I know
what we gotta do is
some of my best friends is Mexican. Some of my family is Mexican. My nieces and nephews Mexican. Nigga, what? I fuck with them a long way, nigga.
What we gotta do is
together. I don't know.
We gotta start doing. We gotta do our homework and investigate instead of just presuming. You know what I'm saying? Put out. You know what I mean? Verify. You know what I mean? There's all kind of shit out there to verify our lineage instead of just assuming based on somebody else's work and somebody else's research. Go do your own shit so you can know your own lineage, because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So that way we can get off all this speculation. So long as we use another motherfucker's facts, then we ain't gonna never get the truth, because it's based on somebody else's work and somebody else's bias. So now these conversations, I bet you, if you dig deep you start to get the testing in DNA, I bet you, know what I'm saying, at least half of this shit turned out not to be as far as lineage wise what motherfuckers presuming it is. Because most of them ain't did no real homework. They just going on word of mouth.
Now,
Right.
boom. Let me
Go ahead.
let me give y'all the homework. This is the homework, right? The protest is not because they're trying to define being illegal in America. The protest is that you said you was going after criminals, gangs, killers, rapists, this, that, and the third, the cartel. And instead, you're going after the crop workers. You're going after the gardeners. You're going after the child care people. You're going after the people that work at school. You're going after people that are at Home Depot. You're going after people going to court trying to get their, paperwork and trying to do the proper procedure to get their citizenship. You arrest them at court. You're hanging out at graduations and shit like that. So that's the protest. Like, okay, what happened to the cartel, the criminals? You know what I mean? The killers, the rapists,
you know why that is, Yup? You know why that is, Yup?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like
tell
what
you
happened
why.
to that?
I'm gonna tell you why that is, big bro. It's because the thing is,
so
under
that's
this,
that's the problem. Let me
no,
let
I'm
you know
saying,
the problem. That's
I'm
why
saying,
people out there protesting.
under this administration, you know what I'm saying, the criminal is not the. It's
They're
not
not
those
protesting
criminals.
for the illegal
Under Trump's administration, anybody who disagree with him is the criminal.
Well,
Not the actual, not the cartel. Those who are against Trump, those who he considered to be the criminals.
I hear what
Anybody who ain't towing his line, those the people who he's going after. Those are the criminals in his eyes. Not the drug dealer, not the cartel, not the killer, not the murderer, but those who disagree with Trump. Those are the ones he's going after.
Yuck is saying like they don't mind you getting the illegals out. It's just the ones that he's getting. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Right.
what I want people to understand too. Like
Right.
that, you know what I mean? Like
no, I'm
agreeing like with he's saying that all illegals like should stay in America.
Yeah, you know
They're
what I mean?
talking about you taking. I seen ICE agents had a child in the back in a child seat and just took the child.
And look,
Like from the
that's on
house,
them,
like
man.
God
And that's
damn,
on
you
them
just took a
workers too, man.
baby.
That's on the department and them workers being lazy, just getting easy pickings too. You know what I mean? That shit is disgraceful. You know what I'm talking about? But that's what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
so
black,
the outrage of the people that
man.
they gathering up, the workers, the
That's
people
the
in the
outrage.
community. Yeah, that's the outrage. It ain't about like people acting like they're protesting against them being sent back. People know, send them back if they're illegal, if they're criminals and shit like that, like you said you was gonna do. Not the farm workers. Like you about to fuck up the economy. Now he talking shit like, hey,
yeah, he took
I'm gonna let the hotel workers stay here and a couple, the farmer workers stay, but everybody else gotta go. Like, hey, network, tap in and tap out, because your shit got an echo.
Okay. But you know what?
Tap in, tap out.
Just like we was talking last, Obama and Biden, they shipped off more illegal immigrants than anybody in the history. But here's what they said: it's the way they did it. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's the way they doing it too. It's sloppy. They might have been on the under with it, which is cool, but these motherfuckers is sloppy with it. Like it's like you got to have some type of moral to know. Like they go into court, you at least got to know they getting legal. You know what I'm saying? And then the easy part is to go get them at work because they undocumented workers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's remember I was young. That's why I said, man, all this is a bunch of bull. You know what I mean? Because they could have round up all the illegals because they undocumented workers. They getting a paycheck, but they not gonna do that. You know what I mean? Because now they done became a part of society or the workforce, money and tax breaks. You know what I'm saying? So you got to ease in. And now some of them done paid politicians. I ain't saying who or what, but and them workers are generating. You know what I mean? They generating profit, money for the businesses, whether they picking shit for the farmers or they in the stores or whatever. They've been here for the last 3 or 4 years, heavy. You know what I mean? So they got enough money to contribute to society. So you know what I mean? Let's get the remnants out. So he's gonna say, I'm getting the criminals and the killers and all the all you know what I mean. They got big blocks. They're throwing big rocks. All that old mess, man. No, you know what I mean. Now they making it easy. Well, ain't know where the killers at. No, they going to graduations. Y'all going to goddamn cake shops. Y'all going to schools. Y'all getting little kids. You know what I'm saying? So where's the sense?
That's the outrage, bro.
That's
So
the
that's
out.
what
Yeah,
that's why they
yeah.
protested, bro. They don't got nothing. If you got a gang or illegal killer or rapist or sex trafficker or drug dealer, whatever it may be, and he illegal, man, get that nigga out of here. Everybody agree with that. But the real workers and shit, the people like, nah, that's what the outrage is. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, then the presence out there, man, the Navy, the Marines, probably them little dudes that just left the army, all that stuff out
Nah,
there.
nigga, we in the middle of World War III, nigga. You see what
Yeah, they
Iran
got
doing
I
to
seen they
Israel?
got tanks, they got shit flying everywhere, man. That's
Man,
just
they
scaring
beat
people, man.
they
Scaring the
beat
shit out of
man. They
people,
got
man.
Israel hiding in bunkers right now, bro. That's all I
Oh
say. I
man,
ain't gonna
they
go
lighting
deep
shit
into it.
up. No, you talking about over
They
there.
lighting shit up. There's shit getting through that Iron Dome. I'm gonna say that shit getting
Hey,
all through
they
that Iron
popping
Dome,
shit
tearing
at
shit up.
but man, like I watched something
Nigga,
today.
that dome don't mean
Man, that
shit right now.
I'm saying, how long you thought, how long you thought the Muslim countries just gonna sit by and just watch Israel just pick on Palestine, man, and leave Palestine defenseless while Israel surrounded by all the Muslim countries? Why you just do nothing about it? It was inevitable that somebody was gonna do something.
Hey man, like I don't even be getting into all that because you know what I'm
I'm just
saying.
stating what the facts
I
are.
don't even. It don't even affect me. I ain't talking about the deaths or nothing like that. I don't want nobody to think, but
No. It do because we have our army patrolling the streets of Chicago, New York, and LA when they need to be out there in Israel defending and helping because they getting their ass whooped right now.
that look, and I was gonna say, like, do you remember they
You got
used to
niggas doing a
deploy? They used
parade.
to
You
they
got
used to
niggas doing a
deploy.
parade when they need to be out there brigading and shit. And yeah, it's a real
Man,
war going on, nigga.
they need to be hold Israel because this shit is going on because Israel is constantly
Bullying.
massacring defenseless
Yeah, they
people over
bullying.
there.
Israel is a bully.
Yeah,
Israel been
yeah,
bullying the shit out of the Middle East. Period.
yeah. They've been bullying them Palestinians, man. But now they crime victim. Israel need to be held in check. You know what I mean? The United States, just been they just been putting a blind eye and just letting them do that shit.
Hey
And
man, like for
some
real.
get in office and pretty much just you know what I
Hey
mean,
man,
just
we can't be
represent their
bombing
actions.
everybody, man. Let
Bro,
them
we on
handle
the
their
brinks of
business.
World War III. You know what I mean?
can't be.
Period. And he got our troops out here in LA, man. Send our troops where they need it, bro. Period. Stop
They
playing with us.
don't
You
need
got
to
us
be in
marching and shit.
Israel. They don't need to be in Israel either, man. Like all that. That's what I'm saying, man.
I don't know, man. That's our defense. Look, that's our defense in the Middle East, bro. That's why they so protected, bro. That's our defense. We can't
Man,
have
we
all
want
our
that
troops out
land,
there like
yeah.
that.
All we want is the Gaza Strip. That's all they want.
What's going on with my
They
people,
want that
man?
little bitty
That's
piece
our,
of land.
man. Network. What's happening, man? You've been waiting a long time. Nettie, what's happening, man?
Network. What it
Man,
do?
fresh off of one of them, getting up off of one of them boss plates that had a nigga in here looking like a dead body.
Yeah, man, that happens, bro. All
You
because
feel me?
The
I'm
dead
resurrected
on a
though,
late
man.
night, can't go to sleep.
You
Perfect,
Hey,
resurrected.
nigga.
man,
Perfect
yeah, I
podcast.
just soon as I woke up, nigga, I seen motherfuckers was plugged in. I'm like, okay, let me jump on, man. But when I'm looking at what's going on as far as the footage that's showing the Iron Dome getting plinked on and Israel getting Iran getting plinked on, all of these missiles dropping down on each other. The first thing I thought about was this old Ascari X song when he said, "It's gonna rain, but it won't be water, it be fire this time." And I said, damn, that's crazy, bruh. Like, we really on the brink of this shit. We really on the brink of this
Yeah,
shit.
y'all
And
think it's a game.
cooler heads
We
gonna
really right
prevail,
here.
man.
We are really
Like,
right here right now, nigga.
And
a
you
lot of
know they
motherfuckers
waiting for
is this shit with this immigration. This shit is all a distraction.
That's right.
I don't listen with the whole immigration thing, and for my brown brothers and sisters, I understand how a lot of them feel like they want us to stand with them, and some is in agreement with that. I understand some of the brothers from my own community that feel like, you feel me, you motherfuckers is, not all of you, but some of you motherfuckers is just flat the fuck out racist as fuck. And we tried to explain to you motherfuckers, the second that our ancestors left them fields, your ancestors have been in them motherfuckers ever since. So trying to assimilate to them motherfuckers is not gonna have them like you. They're not gonna get it. It's what Cube said on that song. You want to be just like Jack, but Jack is calling you a nigga behind your back. So I understand both arguments, but that shit is minuscule next to what the fuck is going on in the Middle East right now.
Bro, that nigga Trump had to leave the G7 to attend what's going down in Iran and Israel, man. It's not a fucking joke, bro.
And plus, they know he didn't. He knew that they didn't really give a fuck about him being in that room. You came here to cry about
Putin.
Us. You came here to cry about us not wanting Putin to be here.
Yep. And then
look, they want us to get in
rage
that
war
so
on the
bad.
Democrats and slid out quick. I ain't staying here. I'm gone.
They
You
want
been
us
knew this
in that
war was
war
going
bad,
down, nigga.
man. They want us in that war bad. They want us in it bad because they know if we get in it, you know what I mean, somebody else gonna get mad. India was already cracking Pakistan upside the head for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, but if they even find out we had something to do with Israel, and I seen something in the news earlier where they try to say when our fighter jets got shot down, or they was trying to say it. You know, like I said, here they go.
But
Here they
look,
go.
peep the play, right? The Trump administration is acting like they ain't have nothing to do with it. They didn't know they was in the middle of a deal, you know what I mean? And they was in the middle of a deal to stop them from having a nuclear weapon, this, that, and the third. Right before that, right? Peep the play, right? Didn't he just do a no-fly zone ban on the whole like Middle East
All
/
these countries.
Africa all in one swipe, from the Middle East to Africa all in one swipe, right?
Yeah, a few nations from there. Yeah,
He just did that no-fly zone, right? But they
Yeah.
can't come over here. And then now you get boom, Israel doing they want to, because Israel struck first, and they got rid of their prime minister, whatever the top dudes is. They got rid of their nuclear scientists. They got rid of everybody, the whole fucking staff, the top dudes. They got rid of all them, hit their nuclear compound, everything, so they can't even think about a nuclear weapon, nigga. They got rid of their scientists, nigga. Like they hard on their head, bro.
But I'm gonna tell you what's
So let me give y'all specifics. So yeah,
Ayatollah is the prime minister of the island. They got rid of the big dog.
So Yuck is talking about what Mossad is being perpetrating against Iran specifically. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's been against Mossad. So the problem here is that Iran's problem is with other Muslim countries. It's I'm calling it directly. I'm giving you directly what the issue is. You know what I mean? You know, those are Muslim countries around there. You know what I'm saying? Iran issue is that Israel has been for decades and generations has been bullying Palestine ever since the United States and other European countries gave those Russian Jews Israel, gave them that Israeli state back in 1967, I think, during a seven-day war or something like that, when they first established Israel. You know what I'm saying? They gangsted that country and they took and they murdered them Palestinians. So when you say that it's just a little small piece of strip, that small piece of strip has been belonging to people for thousands of years, for tens of thousands of years.
This is a holy war. This is a holy war.
So that is
a holy war.
That is Palestine. That is Palestinian land. You know what I'm saying? That they've been doing. So they've been constantly gangstering the Palestinians. You know what I mean? And people keep talking about Hamas. Well, Hamas is the only military vanguard that the Palestinians have, because they don't have a military outside of Hamas. So if you do away with Hamas, the Palestinians have no line of defense whatsoever. So, you know what I mean? But they're not going to tell the people that over here. They're going to make it seem like Hamas is some kind of terrorist group. No. They're the only vanguard that the Palestinians have in the United States, because they gave them Russian Jews that land over there. You know what I mean? The former state of Israel. You know what I mean? They have to back their play. You know what I mean? So that's why they turn a blind eye to the shit that you do. It's just now this shit is coming to a head. You know what I mean? This is why Iran is bombarding Israel right now. You know what I'm saying?
You know, they say that.
So when we say that the United States need to go over there and help Israel, why would you want them to go over there and help them continuously do more of the persecution that they've been doing?
And they got interest on both sides.
Every missile shot by the Iron Dome has a United States tag on it. That's what I'm saying. That whole defense system is us.
Look, we sell weapons.
We are involved with it.
Look,
but you heard Trump.
We fund they war. We fund they war.
But I'm saying, but the United States, what they should do is they need to sit down with Israel and Palestine and give them a fair divide amongst the land instead of playing favoritism.
Well,
bro, they've been trying to do that shit.
They've been trying to do that.
They've been trying to do that shit ever since the end of World War II, bro.
They haven't. No, they haven't, because there was no Israel prior to World War II. Palestine came after World War II. Israel came after World War II.
They've been pushing them to that little piece of land since they've been born. And that's why they call it the little strip. You know what I mean?
Okay,
so
now
since
peep
they
this.
war,
Let's get back.
That's not true.
That's where the refugees are stuck at. That's where the refugees are stuck
history lessons. Let's not turn this a history channel. Let's talk about the facts about right today. All right, cool. Let's get back to the negotiations. The negotiations ain't happening because we got a sleepy ass president and we got a motherfucking drunk ass Secretary of Defense, which is Pete Heckenberg, whatever that nigga name, Heckentatch, whatever that nigga drunk ass nigga is. This nigga was a podcaster / newscaster. Now he's the head of military with no military fucking experience. Never been to the army. Ain't had one motherfucking Medal of Honor. None of that shit.
Look, man, when you got interest.
Look, let me say this right quick.
Podcaster running the army, my nigga. Let's stop playing, bro.
Man,
let me say this right quick. Isn't that what you call? No, you're not lying. He's straight from Fox News. But isn't that what you call DEI?
Absolutely.
Remember, he was saying DEI, we're not going to hire people based on who they are. We're going to hire them because of their merit and them being good at the job. Motherfucker, everybody around you is there because they're your buddy. But if you, and this is something important to remember, one of Trump's campaign points when he got back in office, and even before he got in office, he was saying this: I'm pulling America out of the Iran deal. It's a totally bad deal. It's a bad deal. Sleepy Joe and Obama, they made these deals. They're so bad. They're bad. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. He pulled America out of the Iran deal.
None of this shit would have happened if he kept the Iran deal.
They were nuclear. That's all this, you know what I mean? Allegedly, that's what they claiming.
No, motherfucking network is right. If they would have kept the Iran deal, none of this should be going down right now. He's absolutely right. They said that on the news today.
Yeah, none of it. Arms, look, man, they both look. The U.S., man, like, man, we got.
It's no different.
Sides. You know what I'm saying?
What he's doing is he's blaming he's saying it's only me that can put out the fire that I started. It's no fucking different than what's going on with these protests right now. You're talking about sending people to quell these protests that you started because of the shit that you doing.
Look, man, like, that's what I'm saying, man. It's a slippery slope because with what the people is doing is like they really like trying to let this define this shit right here, this Mexican, this Spanish, what's going on in LA and what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, man, like, don't fall for it. Like, yeah, it's real, it's going on, but this is where we got to stay in the middle.
Now
I'm talking about, like, you know
Let's
what I
get back
mean?
to the
Like, for real.
content though. We could talk about this shit for hours. We
Yeah,
long
Right.
winded with this one. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
I'm going to start off with the generational things that we may have been taught, right? So it went generation from generation to generation. Unless your parent broke it, there has been colorism in our own country. A lot of us are racist due to our parents and how they were raised and the way that they view the world or the things that they heard or seen about a different race, which taught us racism as well. As Hispanics, we are racist towards each other and other race. I want to talk about how what's going on with our community right now is the same thing that has been going on with Black Americans for years. As we all know, ICE has been taking kids away from their parents. And it's the same thing that has been happening to Black Americans. The parents are being pulled away from their children due to imprisonment. And if you haven't realized, minorities get a harsher sentence. Some people being wrongfully imprisoned. I want you to think about that person who was incarcerated and look at their history, how they were raised, and the community that they were raised in. Did they have any resources? Did they have any help? Was the community helping that child to prevent them from getting incarcerated when they became an adult? I want to share a little experience that I had with my Black friends when I went on spring break in college, and I will never forget this. I was the only Hispanic person. There was a cop behind us, and they were terrified. And I'm just like, why are y'all terrified? There's nothing that's going to happen. I truly understood at that moment. Black people have always been targeted. Black children who have been killed at the hands of a cop. Somebody who's supposed to be protecting them. They're no longer here because of a cop. A lot of people will talk about how Black people kill each other, right? But I also want you to think about the colorism in our own country. Now I want you to think about why our families decided to migrate to America. We wanted you to get out of that lifestyle, how unsafe your country is, or how there's so much going on in that country that they want a better life for you. I want you to think about how you could have been dealing with the same thing that Black Americans are battling right now in America in your own country. Now you see that Black people have been targeted their entire life. As far as ICE raids are going on right now, it is so unfortunate what's going on right now, and I stand with every family that is going through this right now. However, I want you to view Black people the same way that you're viewing ICE right now. I want you to join their fight as well, because you want them to join your fight, but what are you really doing for their fight? Are you even speaking up about the things that are going on in the Black community? Are you even aware of the things that are going on in the Black community? Before you fix your mouth to say that Black people should be joining our fight and being upset about it, I want you to look at it as you think you're entitled to their resources when you're not. Some of you guys don't even know what's going on in their communities. Things that are happening right now are unnecessary. They're illegal. A lot of the things that are going on, going to kids' school, like all of this is frustrating to me. However, we cannot prevent it right now. So what are the steps that we're going to do for these parents who might be deported? I want you to understand that protesting is a beautiful way to voice yourself. However, they're going to look at you like you're attacking them. They're going to poke you guys. They're going to send the National Guard. They're going to send the Marines. They're going to do all of these things. They want it to not be peaceful because they want to blame us for all of the stuff that's going on right now. Why there's martial law, they're going to blame us. We're already trying to pull all of our resources, Medicaid, SNAP, all of the things that help us minorities who cannot provide for ourselves at this current moment.
So boom, she hit a good one right there. So Black people act like we ain't get hit. We got blitzed first with the DEI shit when they said no DEI, and now he coming double back and taking the health care and all the welfare from 15 million, minorities in America with this new bill. So he blitzed us already. Now he blitzed it, the illegals. You know what I mean? So it ain't like that. We came out this motherfucker clean and unscathed. You know what I mean?
Let me say this, Yuck. First and foremost, getting blitzed now, motherfucker, we've been getting blitzed ever since we got out from under the damn slave ship boat.
We know
out from under the.
I'm talking about
when
the
you
Trump
talk
blitz.
about these motherfuckers going in,
Trump is blitzing them right now, and he blitzed us already. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, though.
no, that's a fact. But if you look at the history in America when it comes to us, and they talking about ICE going in here and breaking up families. If you go back to the slavery days, and they showed this on plenty of movies that dealt with that from Roots on down, is that the worst thing that you can do to a slave, more than chopping their foot off, more than beating their ass and whipping them, was to sell one of their family members.
Break up the family.
And break up their families. You talking about the motherfucking ICE agents running up in people's houses and separating families? What the fuck you think happened to Emmett Till?
That's what
They ran
that's
up in the
what
motherfucking house and snatched him up and killed him, and didn't no motherfucker do nothing about it.
I don't think you heard what the young lady said. She said that black people has been going through this for hundreds of years.
Absolutely. I'm agreeing with her.
Hold on. Black people have been getting separated from their family through imprisonment and all types of shit. So she broke that down already.
That's
what I was gonna say is like, when them people think about telling them like going to protest and I'm weird, like ain't none of them gonna come in the hood. Ain't none of them protests like we were saying earlier. I was in a riot. It wasn't, you know what I mean? And I got, like I said, what in my fam. So wasn't nobody
They drawing up plans.
We wasn't asking people to
They
come
drawing
out
up
there
plans.
protest.
Believe that.
But man, look, the thing is, man, like people, especially black folks, if we go out there and protest, even if we right, the first ones the police gonna come to is the black people. You know what I mean? Or whoever's right. We gonna get it first. We gonna be on TV getting the one beat first. And everybody that's out there that was it's gonna be the niggas. Then it's gonna be something happen. You know what I mean? That's facts. Like that's almost like you can
This
damn
is
near
why.
bet on that. We
This
can't
is
stick
why.
our chest out for everybody all the time, man.
This is
You know
why
what
I
I mean?
said.
For real.
This is why I said not too long ago when we first posed that question, when they asked why black people ain't helping out, because I said, and me and Network, we talked about this. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the only race in this country since its inception. You know what I'm saying? Who we don't only just bear our own burden, but we fight on behalf of other people's thing. We don't just fight on behalf of other people's shit. We die on behalf of other people's shit. But yet ain't nobody dying with us. No one is dying with us when it comes to the dying part. See, that's the part to it. It ain't about just protesting. When black people get involved, death start to get on the table. When niggas get involved, then death gets on the table. When these white people protest and all of that, it's just arrest and maybe some kind of civil shit happen. But death is on the table when niggas get to protesting every time, especially when it's on a mass scale like this. This why, you know what I'm saying? I can't think of a cause when us niggas were doing all these marching, Black Lives Matter and all of that. I didn't see no multitude of Mexicans marching with us and dying with us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can say, yeah, well, niggas and Mexicans die the same. No, we talking about when there's a protest involved. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't at some point offer some kind of assistance, but we have to understand, you know what I mean? If we go get involved, there has to be terms that say, you know what I'm saying? We can't be the only niggas is dying, you know what I'm saying? And is willing to die on behalf of it. That's my problem. You know what I mean? We're always the ones that's dying. I know I'm constantly repeating that, but I'm gonna constantly repeat that because that's the most important part of this shit. Ain't nobody down with us.
Constantly being repeated. That's
right.
No one is dying with us, nigga.
Look, man,
that's why.
It's easy to die for something. Well, who gonna die with you?
Right. That's the point. That's the point, brother started making, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Ain't nobody dying with us. We die on behalf of our cause and other people's causes, but ain't nobody dying with us.
But you know what I said? I said this a couple days ago, man. Is that we gon'
I'm saying context is important here, bro, because we haven't
Can I give y'all a punchline right now?
Yes, sir.
Everybody want to be us until it's time to be us. That's all.
Come
I'm
on,
saying.
man. I wanted to say it earlier. Come on, man.
Everybody want to be us because still all these other races still want to be us. Still want the swag, still copy the culture, still talk like us, still want the right to say nigga, all that type of shit. Still listen to hip hop, still dance, do all the hip hop shit, all the black shit. But when it's time to be a nigga, Hey, you know what I mean?
Hey, y'all by yourself on that one,
Y'all
brother.
by
Hey,
yourself.
come on, guys. Come
Hey,
on.
no
Come on,
reparations for the
guys.
niggas,
Hey.
bro. No reparations for the mayates. No.
But you know what, man? I said this a couple days ago, and this is fact that it's gonna take more than just us as a community standing with y'all. See, what you have to understand is that we would have more of initiative to stand with you once we see you standing with yourself. I said this before. Go within your community and find those great orators, those great speakers, because it's going to take more than just doing dumb shit and tearing up shit. You have to have somebody that can not only speak to your community, but can speak to the nation and speak to the fucking world. When you look at the Malcolm X's and the Huey P. Newtons and the Stokely Carmichaels and the Martin Luther Kings and people, we had great orators who can speak to the country. The violence was only an after effect once those great speakers started to get killed and shit. But the speakers are the ones who actually provoked and moved change along. Where's the goddamn Edward James Olmoses? Where is the Geraldo Riveros? Where's all of these people from these communities right now? J-Lo said, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Bad Bunny, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. You know why they ain't tripping and ain't getting involved in that shit? Because they Puerto Rican. And since Puerto Rican is an American territory, they're American citizens. But where's y'all people from y'all community that's gonna stand up and say, you know what? Fuck that. It's time to unify. It's time to speak to the nation, to speak to the world, and let these people know what's being done to us over here.
Because y'all
We can't depend. They can't depend just on the news channels.
Period, man. They can't come to get big cuz all the time to come fight y'all battles for y'all.
Let me play something
You
right
know
quick.
what I mean? We done been
black
out there in the motherfucking trenches with the Grinches.
Let me play some content, some other people with some opinions on what y'all saying. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Your own business, you're not working in LA. You know who's working in LA? All the people that they want us to protest to come here. So black people. And next time you're asked, why aren't you out there protesting with Palestinians or with illegal immigrants? Just let them know you put in the same amount of effort that they put in to get black reparations.
You know what's crazy to me, bro, is we have the BLM protest. Everybody was popping out. Every celebrity, YG, the Ball brothers, everybody was popping out. Where's that now? Where are the celebrities now? Where are they protesting now? Where are the teams now? Why is nobody speaking up? Even Kendrick Lamar made a song. Lil Baby made a song. But where's everybody now?
I beg your pardon.
Turn it normal. Let's go.
I beg your pardon. Where's J-Lo? Where's Bad Bunny? Where's Maluma? Where's Shakira? Talk to your own people, because J-Lo was just up on the pulpit at the inauguration doing this.
Y justicia para todos.
Yep. Yep.
No matter what happens in this country, everyone under that POC umbrella always finds.
He right. Where J-Lo? Where the fuck is J-Lo at, man?
They was around Cinco de Mayo.
Staying the fuck out the way.
Mayo. You know what I'm saying? When Cinco de Mayo was popping, everybody want to be Mexican and Spanish and Latino. But now this shit popping off, you know what I mean? They want to come call the niggas. Hey man, where the black people at? Well, where's the other immigrants? Where's all the rest of them? The Africans and the other, you know what I mean? And all the German, where are they at? All the immigrants should be out there.
They're there. They just need to show solidarity amongst themselves. And like I said, the ones that's the great speakers, push them to the forefront. Those are the ones that's going to speak to the rest of the world. It's going to speak way louder than motherfuckers doing donuts in the middle of the street and setting fires. That's what they want these people to do.
You know who
so they
need to
can
be
show
the first?
that on the news.
You know who need to be the first nigga out there protesting because he's an immigrant? Akademiks. That nigga told a story about his mama marrying a nigga to get citizenship. Oh, my mom married some bum ass nigga. That nigga got you citizenship, you dusty nigga. Oh, my married some bum ass nigga, paid him $10,000. Boy, if Trump hear that
so
story,
you can sit your ass in America in a big house instead of being somewhere off in the third world country.
I actually disagree with that. Yeah, I believe that Trump know that, but because he's an agent, They're not going to let him. They're not going to train because he's a
No,
government
he
agent.
cool.
He's on.
He
Yeah, he
cool.
good.
Academics is cool.
He's
Because
on
he
the
know his
job.
place. He know his place.
It's no way in hell.
Academics go to jail for anything. He getting
Bro,
pardoned by Trump.
Hey,
Definitely.
yeah,
Exactly.
you know, like I know. You just listed all the shit that this nigga didn't foment. It's no way in hell this nigga instigated all of this murder and the government don't know about it. If that would have been me, if that would have been me or you or any nigga on this stage doing what that nigga done, we would have been locked up by now. We would have been indicted by now.
Channel shut down. We wouldn't be on YouTube if we did War in Chirac, my nigga.
Right.
I try to do a mafia
Right.
story. I gotta do something about the mob, about motherfucking Al Capone and them, and it has some footage of the St. Valentine Massacre. You know what I mean? They didn't have footage, they just had stories about it, and they blurred my shit, just telling that story.
That's
and
what
this
I'm saying.
From like History Channel, and I just
This is what I'm saying. That's why I make my point. It's no way possible the government is not aware of that nigga, especially him being an illegal immigrant. You know what I mean? They keep tabs on niggas. Niggas do not get no breaks in this country unless they working for Uncle Sam. That's a historic fact.
Well,
So the fact that this nigga have not been got treated like us, that tells you off top that he's on the job, bro.
Did you not hear the fucking Florida sheriffs saying to the protesters, "We will kill you dead, graveyard dead. If you stand up against us or you do anything to us, we'll be locating your parents to tell them where to come and get your remains from." All of this kind of speech is the reason why after that sheriff said that, you notice motherfuckers that was going driving through the protest start running motherfuckers over.
Yeah,
because it was the fucking sheriff that said, "If you stand in front of us, I'd run you over."
Well, some niggas ran through, I think, LA today.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be a thing. Watch. That's gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
You speak shit like that into existence and then let it keep getting rewound on the news cycle.
Let's not speak on the two Democrat, you know what I mean, senators or governors that got
killed.
Yeah.
2 senators.
All of this is motivated by hate speech.
2 senators, and they couldn't catch this dude. Man,
Trump still ain't gave them a shout out
at all.
Hey man, he had help, and the mask he had on the mask, and they looking through the ring. Y'all couldn't see that this dude is something foul. He shot through the door.
But listen, this type of speech is the reason why Nancy Pelosi's husband got hit in the head with the hammer, man. This type of speech is why Kyle Rittenhouse went down to them protests over what's my brother name? George Floyd. George Floyd, when he went down there with that AR-15 and said, "Well, I'm not the police, I'm just here to help. But you guys better not come near me," and then provoked this crowd and then turned around and shot a motherfucker and got off scot-free.
Somebody today, I forgot where it was at. They got a picture of this crazy looking asshole. Before he went shot up some people, I forgot where it was. He in the picture holding crack.
That's their playbook. We're gonna set the fire, blame it on you, and then the same people that set the fucking fire is the ones that's gonna say to the rest of the country, "No one else can put the fire out except me. No one's ever seen a fire like this." You're the one that set it.
You know who got to crack the whip though? Who got to take that? They got to have Kunta out there. Where's our black people? They asked for no other. Look, the immigrants. We're asked for them. Ask for every immigrant that he's come to get. Whether I don't care if they African and they from wherever. If they an immigrant, they illegal. Ask them. And then, like you said, network, go find somebody that y'all can have an interpreter standing out there doing sign language, and a motherfucker that can interpret the Spanish to English to the non-speaking Spanish people. Find somebody, because we gonna watch this shit, and I'm gonna smoke good watching it.
Being in proximity of whiteness and feeling like that if you conform to them, that they're gonna give a fuck about you, and if you be racist towards us the same way that they are, that they'll treat you better. To the people who feel like that in the brown community, I'm gonna tell you this, brother. They just took Alex Padilla, who's a motherfucking senator, of California, slammed that nigga on the ground, roughed him up, cuffed him up, and all of the shit. And guess what race he comes from? Guess what background he comes from? They're trying to project to the rest of the country, I don't give a fuck what position you think you hold. You're still one of them, and we'll do to you what we want to. See, us as a community has been knowing that for centuries.
They all look alike, is what he's saying.
No, it's not that. It's saying that if whatever position of power you think you hold, you still a nigga. We've been knowing that for centuries.
Right. You know what I mean?
They're starting to see that now.
Yeah, y'all.
Oh, yeah. They definitely got the FAFO going down right now. It's definitely
You goddamn right. And again, let me be clear and make this disclaimer, not only for myself, but as far as being a representative of this show. I'm not speaking like that to all of the brown brothers and sisters in the brown community. I'm speaking like that I'm speaking that way towards the racists that's in these brown communities.
Look, hey man, look.
Okay, now boom. Now let me go back to what MJG said. MJG said earlier, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Now we all falling for the banana in the tailpipe, because look what the 50, 57 fake, or the 51 fake, 52 fake, whatever the play called, 57 fake. Look at how the nigga throw the hot potato on California and the migrants and the immigrants, right? Elon Musk just said this nigga is in the Epstein files. This nigga Trump went silent for a week. Next thing you know, nigga, he blitzing motherfucking California with immigrant shit. You know what I mean? And now we like, oh my God, whoop, whoop, whoop. Now we sending the army to California. Now we talk about this. We ain't talking about the Epstein file no more. We ain't talking about this nigga
at all.
Elon Musk going bad on this nigga and saying that the new bill is bad for America. None of that shit. We talking about this shit. And on top of that, now motherfucking Israel and Iran going at it. We got a lot of shit to talk about besides this nigga being the Epstein file. So he just threw the whole motherfucking hot potato on the motherfucking migrants and war, basically.
Hey man,
and nobody's remembering when they asked him about Project 2025. And I don't know anything about that.
I never read it.
Everything that you're doing is in direct lockstep with what you said you didn't know nothing about.
Facts. That's all Project 25 shit they doing. Facts.
All of this shit.
Play by play.
I'm going to make you people pay attention to the bright, shiny thing in my right hand that I'm holding above my head, and hope you don't pay attention to the motherfucking real shit that's in my left hand behind my back.
So he's a puppet, my nigga. He's being ran too. That's why they just bring him books and he just sign it. Like, the nigga don't even read it.
Hey, man,
like they asked him about he was at the G7 and they asked him about a bill that they doing in the G7. They said, what's up with the Pradati book? Some shit called some word. He said, what's that? And they said, oh, what's the deal that you did with whoop, whoop, whoop? And oh yeah, we're trying to keep the peace with the UK and whoop, 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 the European Union. He didn't even know the name of the fucking deal, bro. Period.
This is what happens.
That's why he's a puppet,
promise I tried to warn people.
No, the fuck what you signing, and you saying you signed a deal, and they asked you the name of that deal, and you don't know what the fuck that deal was named. This nigga called the UK when he did the UK deal. He said he did a deal with the motherfucking European Union.
Exactly. He didn't even know the difference between the two. One is a fucking country, the other one is a whole fucking coalition.
Look, man,
he did a deal with the UK, not the European Union. He was on camera saying, "Thank you, just did a nice deal with the European Union." Like, nigga, no, this is a UK.
No, you didn't.
Prime Minister next to you, nigga. Like, you know what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
And they don't correct him. I'm like wondering why the nigga right next to him didn't correct him. Like, well, we did it with the UK, not the United.
They don't care.
Because that was the Trump clone.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
But see, no, what it is that everybody that tried to warn, like even his past administration, the people that was in his administration, but wasn't there no more, tried to warn, like, bro, this dude don't listen to none of the fucking briefings. He don't give a fuck about what his own people are telling him as far as like, hey man, we need to look out for this. So we look at it, I don't care, I don't want to hear it. Like people then told you that was sitting right in his administration. You know what he turned around and said? Oh, well, he's only saying that because he has Trump deranged syndrome. He's only saying that because he's disgruntled and he doesn't work for me anymore. He's only mad. He's just mad. Nobody pay attention.
Hey man, look.
It's called the 42 fake. Good shit, my nigga. 42,
52 fake out. 52 fake out.
Right.
42 fake.
Look, man. Like, how the fuck did y'all? I was trying to warn people what makes this shit so extremely dangerous is because this is not his first term. So he doesn't have to worry about not saying shit and not like he did before because he wanted to be reelected. Once he was reelected,
if he can have it his way, he's gonna disembark the Constitution so he can run for a third term. He said that multiple times.
All hell will break out in these streets that happen.
It's already breaking out.
It is, but it's gonna ramp up.
That Pete Hegseth nigga, head of the motherfucking military. I see him just putting the military against America and the government and taking over. That's what I see.
Yeah. And the crazy shit is that people forget
that Pete Hegseth nigga in there run it, because when he tell Pete, nigga, the army is with us, nigga, we against all this shit. We ain't going nowhere. And like, cool, the army standing up. We ain't let nobody in the White House, nigga. And it's a wrap, nigga.
I think we done spoke on this a couple of times on your show, Young Mouth, about how these movies, how a lot of these old movies foretell the future, man. How many movies wouldn't have seen when there was a government takeover, man?
Come on, man.
Not only government takeover, but how do most governments get?
Who is it by? The army.
Exactly.
The army.
How many countries, not countries, how many governments have been overthrown through what they call a military coup?
A coup.
Military coup, my nigga. It always come from the army. And I think
the military, whoever the military is standing with.
Look, man. Hey, look, man.
Honestly, but the only problem with that is that I don't see the military rocking with Trump, though. I don't think they're rocking with Trump.
That march was made. I don't think that march showed that lazy ass march showed the military ain't really with him.
Hey man, Biden had a
that nigga had us looking pathetic out there, my nigga.
Man, like, hey man, the army's been there for 250 years, so they ain't fixed it at all. From the last one to him, whatever. So we got everything is ragtag. You know what I mean? Our last president is fucked up, incompetent. This dude is incompetent. That's why I told you I wasn't voting. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And for everybody,
and this shit really all network for.
Like I'm telling you, I'm talking incompetence. Incompetence is at its highest.
I'm trying to warn him, bro.
Real. Like, I'm here good. But yeah, man, like that's what I'm saying, man. Like, for us, you know what I mean? Stay in the middle and pick your fight if you want to. But just know you're going to get that lump on your head for nothing. Because the people that you think you caring for, that people be talking about, man, well, I care for people. I got sympathy for people. Them people don't care for you. They didn't. And after this is over, you going to be like, they going to lock doors, clutch purses in there, except for the ones that we know that, you know what I mean? It's not an illusion, but what we watching is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever.
No, it's definitely some bullshit.
Yeah. Whoever pulling the strings and who's ever falling for it, it's the same bird, different wing. You know what I'm talking about? So I mean,
but see, when I was trying to warn about this shit, MJG, a lot of people kind of placed it on me as, well, you just don't like the fact you don't like him because you think he's a racist. And it was bigger than that. I'm like, bro, yeah, that's part of it, but that's not the whole reason. I knew what it's like. You know how you can look at a motherfucking one of them shiesty ass used car salesmen, and then you don't really trip on him so much because you know it's hustle. You trip on the motherfuckers that actually believe this shit, because if you've been laced up, you can really tell when somebody's bullshitting you, especially if they're not good at it.
And look, he's a businessman. I respect his business shit and all that. You know what I mean?
That man is a horrible businessman. That man has had way more failed businesses than successful ones.
Right, but look, but
that's not a good businessman.
You know what, y'all? We know that, but everybody loves a comeback.
Let's hear what Tucker Carlson got to say. And this is the Carter family. They are Trump fucking supporters, and I'm surprised that
these tap dancing ass niggas.
Yeah, they super Trump supporters, my niggas. So with them playing this, I think they feel kind of different. What's going on, man? It's good to see the Trump supporters like have a change of heart, man. This is
they got
this shit is funny. Let's go, y'all. Fair you. Play Carter family.
So let's leave it at that.
They probably do.
They do, but they don't. They know how that's gonna end up.
They don't care.
They obviously don't care.
They'd rather die.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Tucker has to say.
I actually really love Trump. I think he's a deeply humane, kind person. And I am saying this because I'm really afraid that my country's going to be further weakened by this. I think we're going to see the end of American empire. Obviously, other nations would like to see that. And this is a perfect way to scuttle the USS America on the shoals of Iran. But it's also going to end, I believe, Trump's presidency and effectively end it. And so that's why I'm saying.
What do you mean by that? That's coming from you. That's
you get. Look, I knew Bush. I knew George W. Bush. We had, family connections to Bush. I knew Bush personally. I still see Bush sometimes, and of course, he hates me, and he does because I criticized him on Iraq, and that war is the sum total, from a historical perspective, of his administration. But I knew him, and he had all kinds of plans for the things that he wanted to do. But once domestically
right.
to improve the country, right. And you may agree or disagree, but like in his mind, he wasn't just about the invasion of Iraq in March of 2000.
No. He was going to redo Social Security. He had all types of. He was going to take care of the entitlements issue,
and he really thought it was going to work.
Yep.
And you could laugh at that or whatever, but the point is, the second you get enmeshed.
Oh shit! I fuck with Tucker Carlson using some street slang, saying 100%. Okay, my nigga, Tucker, you tapped in with streets. Nigga said 100%, 100%. All right, nigga, get some slang words in your content. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
In a real war, not a fake, let's go bomb the villagers and declare success. We don't even have a good track record. Like, why are the Houthis still there? I mean, there's a whole other question, right. Which is how prepared is the U.S. military for a real conflict? And the answer is totally unprepared. Scary unprepared. I don't think people understand that. But anyway, the only reason I'm saying any of this is because...
Look what he just said. The U.S. military is unprepared.
Very.
Is AI drone.
When you seen this motherfucking, I'll say it's for the army, but it's really for my birthday. I want to spend $50 million of taxpayers' money on my birthday. And when he showed the military on camera to the rest of the world, that shit was so fucking pathetic. That shit looked so horrible. That nigga wife was sitting next to him like, man, as soon as you not president no more, I'm divorcing your ass, taking half.
You know who had the best march in that motherfucker? The ROTC, the band.
Man, come on, man.
ROTC, the band. They had real marching shit going down. They coming across that bridge. They got the horns and shit. That's ROTC. That's the regular niggas. That's the regular.
Hey, this nigga DL Hughley said he seen more motherfuckers at Costco than was at that parade.
Hey man, like I said, man.
Facts, nigga. Go to Costco on the weekend, nigga. That's a Trump. That was a motherfucking turnout.
Kill the motherfucker's ego. Like you know what I mean? You got to be real shallow, and you can show your shit off. Like next year, you got the whole shit, but this is ego, man. You know what I mean? Like, and that it's over. That fear factor, all this is to drum up fear, and man, that shit is done. That's why I said, like, if people fall for it, whatever, yeah, it's gonna work. It's gonna make us have these conversations and everything. But what we really know, like I said, man, they ain't in the hood getting nobody. You know what I mean? Like, go where y'all really, really know. Y'all not. Y'all just doing a little something. Y'all showing shit on TV. Y'all, you know what I mean? Like, man,
you know what
I'm saying? They drumming this up. And y'all letting a showman, you know what I mean? And this all it really being like. So why I said we went from one being sleepy as hell that didn't even know what was going on to one like now where they were doing whatever they want. It's my turn. He found where the money went. I'm getting it all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better get some too. Dollar dropping. It's a lot of shit that's a distraction. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, gonna enrich.
You feel me? So we pay China anyway. The tariffs ain't nothing, y'all. Them is 6 pennies on a dollar. it'll count if you get it by the bulk. They want y'all to think whatever. If it was taxes, then we could tear this motherfucker up. Just look up what tariffs really are. All that is to drum up nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, tariffs are a tax on another country for what they import to us, but those companies pay those taxes right at the docks as soon as those products get here. And since America doesn't have to pay those taxes directly, but it's the motherfuckers, the companies that's buying the products that has to pay them, what they then do is turn around and pass what they had to pay down onto the customers. So we're paying it. We're just paying it indirectly.
No,
networks. Somebody said network. Somebody said network secretly loves Trump. He spends a lot of time sending energy in Trump figures.
No, I just spend a lot of time. I just spend a lot of time being aware of my surroundings. That's all. And in order to be a great bullshit detector, I was heard by great bullshit detectors before me. Is that one of the key ways of being a great bullshit detector is learning the difference between a reason and the excuse, first and foremost. Once you get past that, then it's easier to see bullshit coming a mile away.
Well, let's see Tucker Carlson seeing the bullshit. Let's go, y'all. Back to the content.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
I really care.
Yeah, I agree with him. I think
crazy.
it's a very he made some very strong statements in this video. Some very strong opinions. I personally agree. I don't want to see us get involved in this. I think this will hurt the progress that Trump aims to make and all the plans that he had, because we're going to be fighting this war and funding this war. And as far as our brothers and sisters and young people in America, this is not our issue. Until it directly affects America, it's not our issue. Like I said, give Israel the means to defend themselves, and if that ain't enough, then we got to go from there.
We don't have an Iron Dome, bro.
Yeah, we don't.
So that then you can say we're unprepared because of that reason. But no, we're not.
We have a nuclear warhead, nigga. We good money. We got the ultimate Iron Dome. Don't forget them nukes, nigga.
We got
Stop
the
it.
We have the distinct only part of history. We are the only ones in history that's ever used weapons of mass destruction.
We'll do that shit again, bro. Don't test us.
We got that handcuff, baby.
What's that nigga Allenheimer? What's that nigga name? Heisenheimer?
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, nigga. Yeah, United States, nigga. We do that. Let's go, y'all. Fair you. Don't play, niggas. The Oppenheimer, your whole nation, nigga. Let's go, y'all. Fair you.
Ass, boy.
He's not talking about just Iran.
Well, to be honest,
we're talking about the problem with Iran and Russia. We can't have a world war. We're not prepared for that. That's not gonna happen, guys. Man, look, man, Trump is a man of common sense from what I have seen, and that will not happen. I will be so extremely astonishingly just surprised if they send U.S. troops to the Middle East. That won't happen.
I keep on it. Well, it's the second time I've seen a video of Netanyahu trying to like just.
They are, nigga. Sorry about that. What you about to say, Nettie?
Hey man, going back to a point that you made earlier about Trump being controlled by puppeteers. What a lot of people don't know is that one of the people that was pulling Trump's strings is sitting right next to Tucker Carlson. If you don't know the influence that Steve Bannon had over this motherfucker Trump, you better go and do your homework. The only reason why he got an issue with Trump right now, and it ain't a big one, is because Steve Bannon don't like Elon Musk.
Right. He said he got to deport him and all this shit. Yeah, he going.
He don't fuck with Elon Musk, and Trump is like, this is my golden goose. This is my money tree.
I said,
do you think that this motherfucker would be in a position of running up a whole made up department? He's like, I don't know what you got. I'll make something. I'll make a department.
Look, man,
For a motherfucker that donated damn near $500 million to this niggas. Come on, bro. This shit.
Both parties, they both did the same thing, man. So that's why I said that you got to go for your interest. And you remember Revenge of the Nerds? He had them doing the Lambdas was doing all the work. Remember? You know what I mean?
Hey, man, I rock with. Go ahead. I rock with Elon, bro.
I do too. I like Elon too. I mean, but I'm just saying, man, like they gave money to the Democrats, you give money to the Republicans. You like Trump plays his hand, but he's so devious with it, like, nah, I don't need you, nerd.
He's not devious with it. He's obvious with it. And secondly, I can't fuck with Elon based on the motherfucking fact, nigga, your family come from a white apartheid family from South Africa, nigga. That's why you felt comfortable with them Hitler salutes and shit. Fuck
Okay,
that
I know. I was just fucking with y'all. I'm just saying that nigga, him doing all the drugs he do, that's a rock star
That
lifestyle. Nigga with that much
that
money,
nigga was steezing on
definitely
camera.
is on some Scott store shit, on the premium, most primo cocaine that's available, the most primo cocaine available. You know what I mean? The best ecstasy, the best ketamine. You know, the best weed, the best mushrooms that ever been grown in life. Yeah,
hey, that nigga got his own scientists making it.
The best of the psychedelics. You gotta be off psychedelics.
That shit came out of that land where the Avatar land.
You gotta be off psychedelics to like wake up and say,
you know that little field with it in Avatar where they had the little
like you said, you pop one of that nigga pills, you go into another dimension.
yeah, you know that little field in Avatar. You see where
they got the first Zulu.
Gonna take it to one of them X-Men, what that shit called, multiverse. For the multiverse. Your ass gonna be in the middle of multiverse with Dr. Strange.
Exactly. That nigga can wave his arm in a circle right now and step through a portal on your
Hey, that shit got infinity stone dust in
Come
it.
on, bro.
Come
that
on.
Nigga got some shit that make him see everything, hear everything.
What they call ayahuasca? African ayahuasca, goddamn it.
Nigga, pink cocaine my ass. You don't think he got the best drugs in life, nigga? From the best.
Come on, bro.
I mean,
got that flower from Wakanda.
I mean, shit. Elon Musk is already like our day's version of what's that nigga name? Stark, Iron Man. With that nigga,
Tony Stark.
Yeah, that nigga like today's version of Tony Stark.
He got the
you know what I'm saying?
herb. He eats that. He eats.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Elon Musk got an Iron Man suit, nigga.
Hey,
no,
the funniest shit is the before.
With that nigga independent billionaire though. I mean, that nigga.
Y'all seen that before and after Elon when the nigga was
with the nigga looked like the penguin.
Oh my god!
Elon got vibranium for real.
Yeah, the George Jefferson no hair at the top.
Oh man, that had me in tears, boy.
Hey, that nigga hairline looked like a cul-de-sac.
He was fucked. That nigga got a whole hair
looked like a dead end.
That nigga hairline looked like a men's toilet seat.
You say a roundabout. That nigga head looked like a roundabout.
That nigga looked like he was pledged to a college fraternity, whatever that.
They hazed him.
Whatever that little belt, whatever that motherfucker.
That paddle,
the horseshoe for the college shit.
No, they branded him a Q dog.
Oh man!
On top of his shit. When they brand a nigga, they brand that nigga head.
Hey, that nigga Q dog. That he had one of them Quincy. Remember when Quincy used to come on that big old Q used to come up there? He got that nigga shit was fucked up.
Yeah, these Cartier family niggas, man, they are here. See, I know they programmed too. They're here to try to attract. They're here to try to attract and get into the minds of motherfuckers that's in their age bracket. Trust me, they're paid. They're monetized well for their content. They try to pass it off with doing a lot of music reactions, but in reality, the music reactions that they do is only a cover for this type of shit.
Facts. This is the main shit. They talk
this
politics
the main shit
all day. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Justify like America getting in it. And I'm really like damn near in my political ideology where on the aisle where I sit, I'm America first and America only.
The United States rejected.
Hey, bro, that's now.
We're gonna continue to reject, bro. I promise you.
I mean, as this conflict continues to heat up, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, if it gets worse,
we don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want to see our flag involved in this. No, I don't want to see our soldiers involved in something that doesn't affect our flag.
Well, if little brothers get beat up, big brother gonna have to help little brother.
Hey, we're gonna give y'all some bombs.
They're not gonna,
listen, Israel is supposed to be strong enough to go stand on business on their own. They won't help. They want to be able to absolutely and totally do it by roping us into it. Unfortunately, we're on the side of the aisle I sit. I just don't see value in that. Give them some ammunition, give them what they need. But nah,
I don't think Trump does either.
Shit, I don't know what Trump thinks. I ain't gonna sit here and try to be in his head.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on behind them closed doors.
I'll put up everything that I own that we don't join this shit.
All right. It's a risky bet right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the
That's because that nigga in that check. I put up everything I own. Yeah, nigga, you getting that check to deflect, nigga. They getting the check to deflect, nigga. Let's go. Fair use.
Incentives to pull the U.S. in are so profound. I guess if I could just say one political thing, the watching Donald Trump, who of course you know very well, who I think at core is sincere about peace.
Big time.
Yeah, big time. Big time. I mean, that's real. Watching him done so wrong, the lies. Oh, he knew all along. You know, the peace process was fake. Steve Witkoff was playing along. That is a lie. That's a lie. I know. That's a lie. Those guys meant it.
Bald-faced lie.
It's a total lie. And all these people that Mark Levin and all of the minions who are running cover for a foreign government, they're all telling that same lie. And I feel for President Trump, and I don't know this, I'm just guessing, but at this point, I feel like he just has to kind of roll with it. You know, what do you say? You don't want to get in an argument about that right in the middle of a war.
No, I think he reiterated last night that we got to get back to the peace part. They got to lay down the guns.
They're lying about him. He sincerely, even now, he sincerely believes, whether he's right or not, I can't say, but that this could be a predicate to a peace deal, what we're seeing now. He really thinks that and wants that. And the other side is just like, no, a peace deal is moral.
It's the other side, but the other side also has the apparatus here. This is what happened in Ukraine,
the U.S.
When Ukraine attacked, Ukraine attacked, we still haven't asked Ratcliffe, was the CIA involved? There's zero probability Ukraine could attack that deep into Russia without some involvement. Here, the exact same thing. Why was Tulsi Gabbard not invited to the Camp David meeting all day?
You know why?
Why Tulsi Gabbard still to the American public has said the last public statement is that the program was not back up and running. And now we have from Bibi by himself on Fox by Brent Baer that the thing was 12 to 13 months away. It wasn't this weekend.
I know.
And this is by his own thing. And we also know that it was a decapitation, as we said on Friday. It wasn't just about the nuclear program. It's a decapitation of total leadership. So this is a total regime change, which, by the way, you may have a plan for regime change, is fine, but you got to bring the American people along. Let me go back.
By the way, I said that publicly last week. This is the point of this is regime change. I know everyone involved. I know I'm telling the truth. I have no weird motive here at all. I don't hate Israel. I'm not.
Plus, you know the players, and you went
know the players.
Man, fuck the regime change, nigga. They took the whole nuclear plan out the box, nigga. They scientists, everything out of here, nigga. They didn't just kill the president or the leader, nigga. They killed everybody, the generals, the admirals, nigga, the nuclear niggas, everybody, nigga, all in the drone.
The valuable people.
The valuable nigga that any nigga that thinking about a nuclear something, nigga got ooh-ah.
You getting it.
Nigga, ooh-ah, nigga. We had condos and shit, penthouses on fire. I'm like, who that is? I'm like, nigga, they was hitting the buildings. Now you know the buildings they hit, them people was living in them buildings. I'm like, okay, now I see. I'm like, God damn, they regular. I thought they was, focused on nuclear plants and, army structures and shit like that, nigga. That I seen buildings on fire. I'm like, God damn,
exactly.
Apartments. And then I find out that them people there. Boom. Okay.
George Carlin said it the best, man.
So for whoever said that Elon Musk wanted to put SpaceX in a black neighborhood, now he just answered why. Because it's easier if they wanted to get rid of us. It's easy to the niggas. It's easy just to get rid of us. The shit go wrong.
put him by him.
Get rid. You know what I mean? Scrap
the flashing beacons in them niggas' neighborhood.
You know
hey, my nigga. Hey, boy. Hey, stop the cap, Mike. You're gonna be the first nigga with a Trump phone. You know, Trump got the new phones coming out.
You motherfucker right. You motherfucker right. If it's gonna put me online, hell yeah.
You better not have. You better not.
$47 a month.
You better not have no conversations on that.
Hey, you know what though? I will say this. You know what I mean? Trump an outlaw. I mean, Trump, he for all intents and purposes, he's an outlaw. That nigga create his own laws. You know what I'm saying? So
they changing their money, man. I'm telling you.
The other banana in the tailpipe, right? Trump then pardoned all these niggas, Larry Hoover, NBA young boy. He like, yeah, I'm gonna look out for the black people. Now I'm about to blitz the migrants and the immigrants.
But that was the dumbest shit in the world.
So I think
for him to pardon Larry Hoover.
I think that's another reason why black people ain't outside protesting, because he gave an alley-oop to the black people before he did the blitz.
I don't think so. I think if anything, that would have been a reason for black people to protest just based on the fact, nigga, how you gonna try to play in our face like that? You gonna go out and say, I pardoned Larry Hoover, like that means he's coming home, knowing goddamn well that all you can do is absolve the fucking the federal cases against him. You can turn that over.
Well, he
But
can't.
only a governor can turn over a state case.
No, because Larry Hoover is in a federal penitentiary.
He's on. I know he's leaving ADX. He's leaving ADX and going back to Marion.
But he can let him go. He can let him go.
The state did that, man. The state did that.
He got the power to let him go because he can't. A president has the power to give a presidential exoneration
only on federal crimes, man.
No.
Hold on,
bro. Hold on. Let me explain something. Because nigga, I practice this motherfucker. I study this shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can get a presidential pardon, nigga, if you exhausted your state. If you petition for a state pardon and they deny you, at that point, I think you can file 2 state pardons. If you get denied twice, then you can request for a presidential pardon. Go look it up.
I'm gonna look it up because last I heard, brother, the president only has the power to overturn federal charges,
okay,
not state charges.
Look,
Only the governor can do
Hey,
that.
look, bro. We both got devices at our fingertips, man. We ain't even got to discuss that no more. You can go research it. You got all the tablets and shit right in front of you, my nigga. You can go look that shit up right now. Man. We ain't got to talk about that no more.
Hey, y'all know that. Hey, man, y'all know we OGs. We got to know it first before we look it up. So
man, look, my nigga, you talking to a nigga that's in court fighting for his freedom right now, my nigga.
Right.
You think you go.
But you know how motherfuckers be, man. We know.
I ain't talking about motherfuckers. I'm talking about us that's sitting here on the stage.
Yeah, you know how people be, man. We know you.
See, look at you. You still talking about people that's on the team. We talking about us right here.
We know you know. Can the president overturn a state charge?
No, see, you just quoted it wrong. Can a president? The question is, can a president pardon a state inmate?
Can a president pardon a state inmate? It says right here, no, a president cannot pardon a state inmate. Here's why. Limited to federal offenses, the president's clemency power. Hold on. The president's clemency power is granted by Article 2, Section 2, Clause 1 in the U.S. Constitution. It's limited to offenses against the United States. It says state versus federal crimes. An offense that violates a state law is not considered an offense against the United States. A state crime or violations of laws created by state legislature and enforced within the state's boundaries. State authority.
I just saw this shit.
I told you, bro. No,
go
hell no.
Go look up executive clemency.
This shit is
go look up executive clemency. In fact, I'm gonna look.
Now you're moving the goalposts. I just looked up what you told me to look.
I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna look up and send it to you, bro. Then you can come let these people know that. I'm gonna look. I just looked this shit up.
But as far as what I'm looking at,
because that's what it's called. That's what it's called. It's called executive clemency. It's called executive clemency.
I want to do one more topic before we get up out of here because we only got 4 hours, my nigga. I want to hear what y'all got to say about, Dame Dash having to sell his studio and whatnot, and people feeling like Jay should get a nigga alley-oop. You know what I mean? And that became a discussion at the Joe Budden podcast. Let's play that, a little bit of that content, and then we'll react and wrap this shit up, man. Happy Father's Day to everybody on the podcast, everybody in the motherfucking chat. You know what I mean? Fathers deserve they just do. You feel me? But we'll talk about this, man, because Jay got too much money to let Dame go out like this. I ain't feeling that, man. I ain't feeling that, B. What hurt? I can't rock with that, son.
Can't rock with it.
Yeah, let's go. Fair use.
Because you have power, you have the resources, and you're getting money. And because I'm broke, this should be easy work.
Okay, cool.
You want to speak about Dame? Oh, no, that's good. I don't want to speak about Dame. Okay. What's going on with Dame?
Apparently, Dame is going through some
Dame Dash.
Dame Dash is going through some financial issues at the moment. Being said that pretty much everything is being stripped of him to pay off the debt.
No commercials, nigga.
So that's including his crib and his studio to pay off some debts and then also some other stuff with child support.
Yeesh.
Yeah. I saw something interesting that Ray Dan you said that I thought was kind of interesting. At first I didn't agree with him, but then he started to expound more. I was kind of like, all right, I could see his point. But he was saying he kind of lost a little bit of respect for Jay-Z because he feels like in this moment, this is the moment where you're supposed to put all your shit to the past and put it behind you and be the person to come say, all right, let me give you a little wrath at this moment.
I agree with it. We don't have the most intimate knowledge of their relationship. We know a lot of shit, but depending on what happened, you might.
I don't know if you care to hear it.
I don't agree. Go ahead, please.
I would and wouldn't agree. If Dame has crossed the line to Jay, I don't know if he has or has not, but there's definitely a line.
Yeah.
Like if I'm Jay-Z,
talking when you walk in the home, and then when you walk in, the room gets silent. You know, like when people feel like, like oh, we know what's going on with him. To me, I think this is what happened with Dame is some real high school-ish to me. It's like, oh, the man is going through something. No one should enjoy watching that. You know, I'm being honest with you. It kind of makes me lose a little respect for Hov. Wow. A little respect for Hov. A little. Not a lot, but a little. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, like, I know Memphis Bleak is your man. He went on record saying he'll always be a millionaire, right? Because Memphis Bleak is your man. I get it. Tata's your man. Those are his little mans that he looked out for. Dame was your peer. And to me, if I'm up 2.5 billion, I'm not going to let somebody who I love, they still godfather each other kids. Jay can make one phone call and change that man's life. He can make one phone call and help.
Oh, I like how he broke that down. Meek gonna be a millionaire for life. He got Tata right, but you got a nigga like Dame that's through bread. You know, put in bread. You, Biggs, and Dame, y'all all put in bread in the pot to make your career pop. So Meek Mill didn't do. Memphis Bleak didn't do that, or Tata. They were just the little homies, and y'all helping them get on or whatever. Y'all give them a position because they the little homies that grew up in the hood. Okay, cool. Right. But the actual niggas that put down that build that it's like the Three Little Pigs when they built the brick house. It's like it was three niggas that built the brick house. A nigga they built the wood house that didn't work. Nigga built the whatever house that didn't work. When they finally straw house. When they finally built the brick house, that shit worked, right? It was three little pigs. Okay, so Dame, Biggs, and motherfucking Jay, three little pigs built the brick house, a dynasty, right? Okay, niggas split up. Pigs take their own little bricks. Some niggas built their own brick city, and then some niggas, built, a straw house, straw hut. You know what I mean? Whatever, right? Your nigga straw hut get blown over by a tornado or a hurricane or some shit. This motherfucker is dead broke or something. You don't think that the nigga with the brick house should like, yo, man, you could, come chill over here. I'm gonna throw you a few bricks to make you a little, you know what I mean? Something, a little hut or something, my nigga. But I'm gonna throw you a few bricks to get you right. You know what I mean? Because we was the Three Little Pigs, and nigga, to help defeat the wolf, nigga, we had to all three of us put in on this brick house, and we finally defeat that motherfucking wolf.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what? I heard. You know what? I haven't heard nobody talk about. I haven't heard nobody talk about the fact of if any nigga just knows Dame character, and from what we see publicly how he is, I can only imagine what he's like. That's probably twice when he's around the niggas that he fucks with. Dame is not gonna accept that.
The pig became the
Dame pride is not gonna allow him to accept anything from Jay. If I'm Jay and I see my nigga in this position, but I know he ain't gonna take this from me, then what I would do is just make sure I would get in touch with whoever his baby mama is. Hey man, look, this for niece and nephew. Make sure I'm gonna put this up for them. Make sure they right. Me and this nigga, you know how he is.
He's a guy.
He ain't gonna take nothing from me. So I'm gonna make sure, regardless if he takes something from me or not, that his kids is put up. His kids
was public record 30 days ago. Now it's public to the people. How we know Jay didn't drop him a mega sack? It's gonna come out because the people that it became public record.
I don't think Dame would take it from him.
No,
I think Dame is too prideful. Dame ain't gonna take shit from him.
Look, but we all know they all made bread together. You know what I'm saying?
But Dame would rather starve to death
No, bro.
to take that money from him, man.
Jay wouldn't let him. And you even said it though. Even still, Jay wouldn't let him. You even said it. You said the story. So that's why I said, man, even still, man, like, I don't think Jay, and even if it ain't number 800,000, he can get it from Biggs. He can get it from Biggs. He can get it from whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
And look, he didn't even file bankruptcy either. He didn't even
okay. We could make all the excuses. Let's go back to what Network was saying. Network said Dame has too much pride to accept it from Jay. Okay, so what about Kanye?
That's what I was about to say too, yo. What about Biggs?
Biggs,
I think Dame. That's what I'm saying. Dame is not going to accept nothing from nobody.
Got money. Everybody else do.
Okay, what about Kevin Hart?
Right.
I was
gonna save him for last.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, Dame helped a lot of niggas. We go to Benny Siegel, all them niggas over there, but let's talk about the big dogs, Kanye and Kevin Hart. Like he got
what he took from them, though.
But what has Dame always pushed? Dame has always pushed independent ownership, entrepreneurship. I'm my own boss. So nobody that's
Dame has been on camera asking niggas for alley-oops. He said, yo, I done helped the hella niggas out. Nobody like, yo, Kanye, throw a nigga something. Yo, Kev, throw a nigga something. I done pressed, he done had interviews talking about how they impressed niggas, and Kanye threw him something. He pressed Kev didn't throw him nothing.
That was way back too. That was years ago. What's the dude that did Power? I mean, not Power, Empire. What's the director? The Drop Hand. What's his name? That directed all them. Dame got him going. They said they all put in a pot together. You know what I'm saying? And whoever did bad, that came out of Dame mouth or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, see, no, I didn't know that Dame had publicly came out and asked motherfuckers, because just from what he showed about himself, I wouldn't have pictured him to be the one to do that.
Well, he didn't say let me have the way he was saying it, like they could, you know what I mean, like who he put on. This was before all, you know what I mean, his shit was coming out like he messed up.
Yeah,
but
he been shot, been asked for alley-oops from all them niggas.
Do they owe him?
Dame an asshole, but Dame, in respect to him being an asshole, he was always an asshole for the team he was riding for.
Right. Absolutely.
So I can't take that away from him, man. I think that in order for Jay to have been in the position that he got in, that he's in currently, they told him, you got to leave that smart nigga out there. He can't come in this one with us, because what he's going to try to get you to do is to try to get more than what we're willing to give you. We'll give you a taste, but you got to get that nigga with the brain away from you.
Hey,
he
man,
too independent.
Only one presidential suite. That was the best analogy they said, and we both can't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, not to be on no bullshit, but look at this nigga Joe Budden teeth before the veneers. What the fuck?
He got them to go boxes. He got them to go boxes. That boy.
That boy got he got the veneers now, but these old joints, look at the bottom joints. Nigga, they uneven at the
bottom teeth look like, and bottom teeth look like an order of fries. And
they boy, them bottom teeth look like some old t-shirts.
Man, the top look wild too, man. Hey, shout out to Joe, man. But yeah, let's go, man. Fair use.
Help that man. And to me, it's like, so let's look at it from a 48 laws of power, right? So they say crush your enemy totally. So okay, then
it's a long clip, so I'll probably cut it off.
They're friendly.
It's like 12 minutes long.
They still got,
I mean, we could cut it right there and address what he said, and if you want to go back.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a couple other things, like he said, you know, at this point, you know, Jay is the person where you've done a lot of like charity and you've done a lot of things to help other people, especially like get out of jail, things like that. People who have nothing to do with your career, people that have never even helped you in any type of way. So while you've done like these godly acts, something more personal to your character that would show you really wanting to give back to your legacy would be helping out the person that kind of helped you get to where you're at.
I would think about a couple of factors. And by the way, I would love to see Hov do that. And I also say, I don't know enough about either their business to have an opinion on what, I ain't gonna say no shoulds about them in particular. I don't know their business. But what I will say is one thing I would consider is, has a line been crossed? Because there's a line where I don't think I gotta do shit. Second thing is, if I do this, will this solve the problem? Because there are some people who are perpetual, they always swinging for the fences. And if I clear up this debt, this particular debt, I think is $826,000 from the movie situation. If I, and I'm not saying this is Dame, I'm just speaking in general terms. If I clear that debt up, and then you know what I mean, and then the next month you throw another $1 million out there trying to swing for the fences, and you're $1 million in debt a year, Do I got to do that one too? Like, what is the point? And some people are, and Dame has said himself, like, I'm never going to keep cash. I'm never going to be liquid in a certain way. I'm always going to dump it back into the next thing, looking for the next big hit. I don't have any issue with that. But as somebody trying to quote unquote rescue you financially, and I'm not saying he wants rescue, but if I did, I might not feel as comfortable doing that as somebody who, if I give you this, I'm changing. In other words, I don't know if this is going to change his life. That would be another consideration I would have. Will this actually change your life, or will it just empower you to?
This nigga still talking. Hey, man, Mark Lamont Hill, man. God damn, man. Like, this nigga is the ultimate cheat code. How they got the ultimate nerd nigga that's a street nigga that know everything about books, politics, hip-hop. Nigga got all the VIP into all this shit, nigga. Like, they got the ultimate cheat code with that nigga, and he talks for 1,000 motherfucking years, man. You know everything about religion. You know how to speak Islamic and shit. Like, where they get this nigga from, bro?
Nigga from the South, he got old deacon face too. Little bitty deacon.
Man, where they get this Islamic speaking ass nigga, bro? Where the fuck, bro?
He look like
Abracadabra, a baby professor, all help sweet tongue grandwriter of scrolls.
about the scroll.
Y'all remember? Y'all remember goddamn Flash Gordon? Who was the enemy on Flash Gordon? That nigga look like the enemy on Flash Gordon.
He got a mean the Merciless head.
He got the eyes and everything. He looked like the enemy on Flash Gordon, nigga. I swear to God.
His name was Mean the Merciless.
Oh, Mean the Merciless. Yeah, that nigga got he's like a burnt Mean the Merciless. Like, he's a dark version of that nigga. On mamas, bro. He got the same face, same eyes, everything. Let's go, y'all. Fair you.
Swing for the fences and to be down again. Those would be the two things I think about.
Is it possible Jay at this point is just really practicing just one of the fine laws of the art of war?
What, just crushing you?
Like at a certain point, I really started to view you as an enemy. Like,
I think it's worse than that. I think he's completely indifferent.
Yeah, I don't think he looks at Dame as an enemy.
I hope not.
I mean, you can't have. Let me dress my words up. You can't compete when you can't compare. So I don't think at this point Jay-Z looks at Dame as a formidable enemy. I do think though they had a lot of personal shit that transpired, even in the last year.
What that nigga say? You can't compete what you can't what?
Where you can't compare.
Oh, that's a deep one, boy. That, I mean,
you can't compete where you can't compare.
Damn, what have you done for me lately, huh?
Nigga, you can't compete what you can't compare, my nigga. If you ain't on my level, you can't even compete with me, basically.
Well, he was, but he ain't now. That mean, damn.
Bars. Let's go, y'all. Where are you?
Year or so, we've seen Dame, whether voluntarily or not, every single interview that Dame Dash goes on, Jay-Z's name comes up.
Yeah, there was a run like that for like 6 months.
Yeah. So if you're Jay, you like, my nigga, what we had, and if you're a man of integrity, whatever slights you got, leave them there, right? Because that's what we supposed to do. So I think that if I'm Jay-Z, me personally, I would have gave Dame some money, right? But if you're Jay-Z and you just keep hearing this nigga drag your name through the mud more and more and more and more and more, there's a line where you be like, yo, I ain't fucking with that no more.
Right.
I'm not fucking with him. He not maintaining his level of quote unquote realness. So I don't got to do that.
Is there a point where that would matter less depending on how bad the person's doing? In other words, okay, you got a judgment. Oh, the seasoned property. Cool. What if the person's homeless?
Answer your point.
Yeah.
If Jay were to give Dame money, I don't care what. If you're gonna go back down this road, I'm not giving you the money for that. I'm giving you the money because I love you and I think that you need help. So if I gave you, might be in debt $800,000. If Jay-Z gave him $3-4 million, dog, I'm giving you this money. I did what I'm supposed to do in my heart. What you do with the money is up to you.
It's a one-off.
It's up to you. Like, hopefully you make 40, 50, another 100. Hopefully you take this $4 million and run with it, and it's 100 in a couple years.
Isn't there also the possibility that Dame wouldn't take the money?
Possibility?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He'd probably want to take it quietly. Like, he wouldn't want there to be a big, you know.
I think he'd take it because even the thing with Cam shot at.
I think he takes it. And I think if from what I'm seeing and from what I've heard in the past, whether it's went back and forth, I think Dame would love to repair and have some level of like calm with that relationship.
For sure.
To a point where it's like, you know what? I just want you to show that you actually still give a fuck about me in some type of way. Because everything through business and everything through the press just seems like you just eliminated.
That's not what he says publicly, though.
I'm just telling you from what. Got you. From.
I agree with him, man. We get it. I think Dame will take the money, you know. also
I hear
agree that
motherfuckers saying they made Hov. Made Hov say, okay, so make another Hov.
Mike, you beat me to it. I was about to say, here, take the $30.
You know what though, man? But that's
nah,
okay.
nigga, he did. Nigga, he made Kanye. That's Dame
No,
artist.
he said Jigga. Remember, no, he said I heard hopefully say make another hole.
He
That's
did.
Jay-Z. Honest. Yeah.
No, nigga. Dame
He's
Dash
saying that he
bought
made another
Kanye.
hole with
He put the
Kanye.
bread up for Kanye. Kanye outsold Hov. So
But
he
Dame,
made
but
another
Kanye
hole.
left Dame. Out of Kanye mouth, I had to pick his side.
Nigga,
And I let
no, regardless, who put Kanye on?
Yeah, I
Nigga,
feel
Jay
that. I
wasn't
know
put.
that too, Yuck. I know that too.
Okay, nigga,
But that's
that's
dirty
Dame
though. But
artist.
look,
Just like Beanie Siegel and State Property is Dame artist too. Just like Dipset is Dame artist too.
Hey, Benny,
Who did Jay bring to the table besides motherfucking
Emil.
Memphis Bleak.
Memphis Bleak.
Emil in Memphis.
Emil in Memphis. Like, nigga, Dame Dash brought every artist to the fucking table. Old Dirty Bastard. Everybody was on the rock because of Dame, nigga. Let's not forget.
Hey man, but look though. After we know that,
Kanye, he did that.
So do y'all think he ain't looked out for all the money he made, man? Like, I mean, what we know.
But they say that Jay is one of the most pettiest niggas, right?
So what Yuck is saying is that after Jay made that song, Kanye was the answer.
What happened? What'd you say?
They did.
I'm saying what I interpret you was saying is that after Jay made that bar, you lost one. His answers, what's the name? Dame Dash's answer to that was Kanye.
Well, the Dame was talking about his first album because after that they did Watch the Throne.
I'm talking about the sequence upon which that song was made. You know what I'm saying? When you say motherfuckers saying they made Hov say, okay, so make another Hov.
So was in that's in 02 when he was about to retire and all that shit, and they still was together, my nigga.
That was the Black album.
Oh, they were still together. Okay.
That's the Black. That's
no, it wasn't. No,
the Black album.
No,
That's
what Mike is saying. What Mike is saying, the album after he left. That was the album.
No, they still made Watch the Throne after that.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
But what Mike is talking about, is the verse that he just said. That album was after the Black album. What was the name of that album?
That song was on the Black album.
No, it wasn't.
No, you is right. You is right.
No, that was on the Blueprint 3, if I'm mistaken.
No, it wasn't the Blueprint 3. It was
it was that red motherfucker because it was after he left. You know what I'm talking about? It was
It had three stripes on it. That's Blueprint 3,
That's
right?
Blueprint 3.
It had some moment of clarity and all that shit on it.
and dig a hole. Remember he was
had DOA on it. It had
Blue
Magic
on
on
it.
it.
That's when he was talking about all of them, but he ain't say no names. But and then Watch the Throne came after that.
Okay, but look, Kanye and 50 Cent competition was in what? 06, 07?
No,
08?
That was College Dropout. The second.
No, that wasn't college. That was the second album.
That was
they beef was with the Graduation.
Yeah. That's when
the first album
came out on 106.
No, the Graduation was his third one. That's when him and 50 was going at that. Who gonna sell the most? But I'm just saying, me, the kind of nigga that I am, and for what I view as right, that's no different. Let's say me and MJG is in the same position as
No. Somebody, no, it's called Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come. That's the name of
that.
Kingdom Come. Me and MJG in the same position that Dame and Jay is in, right? And I'm Jay, and I'm like, well, even if I am petty, even if I am like, all right, well, this nigga that said shit about me publicly or that exposed shit or made me feel a way to where I won't fuck with him like that. Me just being the nigga that I am, if MJG got 2 kids, 4 kids, or whatever, I'm going to get in contact with all of them and be like, look, man, I know me and your dad going through what we going through, but Unc left this for you. Unc got something for you, man. I'm finna text you this account number and I need, this for y'all. Because I feel like, contrary to if me and him came up as brothers, even if we didn't fell out, nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with who I viewed as my motherfucking nieces and nephews, and they view me as they uncle.
And you know what real shit? Dame, I mean, Jay and Big probably talking about Dame. How are you on the news? Look at him, Biggs. He's
look at
him.
Look, niggas is hella cocky in Harlem and New York,
Boy.
period. So I do not doubt that. But let's get back to what Network said, right? Okay. With all that being said, right? Dame, Jay, and Biggs dropped a movie called Death of a Dynasty. Have y'all seen that movie?
Yeah.
That movie predicted their departure. You know what I mean? Before they ever departed, they was joking around with the shit. They made a comedy. It was a comedy, Death of a Dynasty. It had comedians playing Dame and Jay and shit and all the above, the whole record label, right? And that and they was beefing over a girl, I guess. You know what I mean? And that split up the, you know what I mean, the record label, whatnot. Fast forward time, you know, allegedly, you know, they end up beefing over a girl. I don't know if it was Aaliyah or you know, Beyonce. I don't know what girl it was, but they end up beefing over a girl. Rihanna, you never know. So it's a few girls they could have beefed over. Y'all fill in the blanks. But in real life, you know what I mean? That's allegedly the real beef. You know what I mean? So y'all filling the bliggity blanks. You know what I mean? That nigga been loud, boisterous since the nigga Jay met him. How all of a sudden when you getting the depth down and the nigga filming a nigga and y'all when like y'all have been years, nigga, like 5, 7 years, 7, 8 years in this motherfucker. Now all of a sudden it's being boisterous and you know what I mean? It's a problem, nigga. You doing this nigga before y'all got a deal, being out loud, outrageous. It's been this nigga since you met him. So why all of a sudden it's a problem, my nigga? I tell you, the thing that ends empires, that put neighborhoods against each other, niggas funking and killing each other, is bitches and money, my nigga. I'm telling you.
But you know what? Let them tell the beans and all of them. Jay was gone before the Black album came out.
I'm just saying, bro. When the blanks, my nigga. Dynasties are ended because of bitches and money,
all
my
the
nigga.
time. That's how wars.
That's the main thing.
You know how wars have started over a biatch.
It couldn't have been the money because they all split in the third. They all getting 33 in the third. You know,
Biggs went to jail.
But still, he still gets 33
that
in the
didn't stop
third.
him from getting his cut.
Still gets 33 in the third. So they all busting that bitch down. So money wasn't a problem. What the problem come in? The bitch.
Somebody in the chats, Apex said it was Aaliyah and Ego.
I say more ego, you know. But look, man, it's like I said, we out here on the surface, but you know, being in, you know what I'm saying, and I know you and on the scene, we all just a little bit, but like I said, man, like
allegedly.
I'm just saying, I don't think
I'm talking about allegedly, as far as it being over females, and you know what I mean.
That's
just my point of view. That's my POV. You know what I mean.
I don't
allegedly.
think Jay, even after it happened, I still think Jay looks out for him. I don't even think, like, from what we know, like, oh, it was split up, he did this, he did whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, Juck said it, I mean, Network said it too. Like, if you my guy, I don't care what we going through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we made this. We part of a culture. You can't be you gonna be a millionaire forever too. Like, he got other endeavor, he got other shit popping off, but like I said, man, that's 800,000. You done heard Dame talk. That ain't nothing. And like I said, he ain't
Bro, man, fuck what Dame said, man. Let's address the elephant in the room, nigga. Kanye done said way more disrespectful shit than Dame Dash could ever say about Jay-Z. This nigga done said Jay-Z got fucking autistic kids that he ain't showing. Nigga talking about Jay-Z wanna unalive him. Nigga, all types. He been going bad. And Beyonce, he been going hella bad on them, bro. And Dame Dash ain't never said no disrespectful shit like that. Never.
They bond is a little bit stronger than what we think. You know what I mean? Like, that was all business. At the end of the day, like,
Kanye could disrespect the shit out of Jay and then come together and do an album, nigga, next year.
Right. And look, man,
stop playing with this shit, man. That nigga made a song called Dear Brother before they made Watch the Throne. And he was shitting on Jay-Z on Dear Brother.
Yeah.
Big brother. Yeah.
And then
shitted on him.
Brother.
And then look,
yeah. And then they made Watch the Throne and all that other shit, man. Let's stop playing, bro.
Hey, man, that's the biggest. They probably ran the biggest play too. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead, Jay.
Shitted on that nigga on Big Brother.
Let me
shitted on him on Big Brother.
Dame couldn't make that bread like Jay did. Yeah, go on get the Rock. They gonna split the money anyway.
I'm just saying, Kanye has been more disrespectful to Jay-Z besides any nigga on besides Cameron.
Hey man, Kanye right
Let's
now,
stop it, bro.
he
And
ain't
that
even
nigga
he
still
can't
fuck
even
with-
be
and he still
mentioned.
fuck with and Jim Jones. Still be Jim Jones at the motherfucking Rocker Nation brunch. You still fuck with Jim. He dissed the shit out of you. Cam dissed the shit out of you. Kanye dissed the shit out of you. They at the rock brunch. Let's stop playing, bro. Dame Jazz just won his money. And like, come on, man. That nigga ain't did no more disrespectful shit than this nigga Artisan did that's at all the rock brunches, nigga. Let's stop playing, bro. Nas
Yeah,
just
I
shitted
think
on
a
him.
lot of it is
Nas
ego
just shitted
driven.
on him. And Nas is at the rock brunches. He signed Nas.
He
after
signed
each.
him after that.
Let's stop playing, man. Like,
I think a lot of it
no,
is ego driven, and
can't
Jay
act
know
like Dame did the most ultimate disrespectful shit, and everybody that did the most disrespectful shit, Jay-Z is with him now.
Hey man,
Let's
you
stop
said it.
playing.
You know what I mean?
No, I think it's ego driven, man. You know that narcissist, what feeds a narcissist is when he knows that somebody needs them. That's what feeds a narcissist. They love knowing that they're needed.
Hey
And
man,
I
you
think that's just the flaw. That's one of his character flaws, allegedly, if that's the case. He's ego driven. So now he's in a position where, like, nigga, I don't look at you the same way that I look at Kanye. I look at Kanye like little bruh. That's little bruh. But nigga, you a nigga of nigga, we eye to eye. So now I know that you need me, whether you want to admit it directly or indirectly. I know how much you need me. And it's a fucked up character flaw, but that's narcissist.
This is when you know Jay really he needed. If Jay came out in public and said something, that's when you know it's really funky and whatever. Dame really ain't said nothing. Dame only talks about the situation. Kanye went in, and that's why I said I can't do that, bro. Like,
But
nigga,
Jay is the smartest because he knows not
Cameron
to
went in.
involve himself.
Cameron said, nigga, I took the nigga off the song, nigga, and erased it. Nigga, he tried to hop on my single. Oh boy, I didn't ask this old nigga to get on my song. I took the nigga off the song, nigga.
and you know what that was
shitting on him up under his
That
umbrella.
nigga Cam be talking this shit.
Some Harlem shit. Nigga made him president of the Rock, and Memphis was there. That's when they say allegedly.
They said it was Jay-Z wackest verse. It was the wackest whole verse ever. I don't want that whack ass verse whole. Like, yo, like they shitted on the nigga, man. And at the label, up in Def Jam, up under motherfucking Rockefeller, up under the same umbrella. Dame ain't did nothing worse than that. So
well, he said Dame was bullshitting signing him too. That's why he had to go with and take the Dipset somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Nah, them niggas stayed there, bro.
Yeah, they stayed. No, he stayed there as president, but he signed Dipset somewhere else, and then Dame got him back because Cameron said out his mouth he went to liar, and Dame got mad. You know?
No, they went directly to Def Jam.
Yeah, same shit. That's Liar Cohen. That's what I meant. But man, look, I don't think Jay is gonna have him fucked up though. I don't think so, man. Like all for the public, we thinking.
I don't think Jay gonna have his kids fucked up.
Yeah,
because you know, a man, if a man feel violated, family, brother or not, nigga, I ain't gotta never fuck with you no more, nigga, and I'm okay with feeling like that. But I can still separate.
The nigga kids, everything, bro. Like
I get it, but have you seen that nigga fuck with Kanye ever since these big meltdowns?
Hey man,
like after Watch the Throne, what have you seen them niggas do together?
Jigga is Dame's kid's godfather. Still,
that's what I'm saying. So my point is, contrary to nigga, me and one of my day ones, nigga, could have went through to the point where nigga, I done did everything except smoke you, nigga. I done did everything except do something to you in that way because I love my nieces and nephews. But that still has nothing to do with my nieces and nephews. Now, if one of my nephews grow up and be on some grown men, be like, nigga, nah, nigga, my dad said fuck you, nigga. So fuck, okay, cool. But nigga, okay.
Okay,
but
look. Okay, cool. We only got 5 minutes left, my nigga. We gotta end this motherfucker. I only got 4 hours on this goddamn StreamYard. This shit gonna cut off automatically, my nigga, because I gotta make some more room. I gotta erase some shit on my library to make some more hours. But I only have 4 hours for the night, and we running through that shit. So we got 3 minutes left. Let's end this shit, bro.
okay, mate. You know what, man? Let me get mine out the way because mine seems to be the longest most of the time, man. Salute to the fire-breathing dragon, the GOAT name, the great name Gooch. You know what I'm saying? Shaniqua, Erica, Miss Mozzie OG, the whole motherfucking squad. Salute to Mike Ascari, MJG, all of the motherfucking people that's in the chat, man. We appreciate you for your attention and for your time. One more motherfucking win, yuck. And let me give a special shout out to my older brother out there in Reno who just opened up his store. I'm proud of him, man. Everybody that's in the Reno area, go tap in with Aces Apparel, man.
Appreciate
the appreciation.
Yada da, man. Thanks for tapping in, man.
Yes, sir.
On our own podcast. You feel me? Oh boy.
Salute to Yuck. And you already know what the fuck weekly. We did it again. Michael Scarry Network, the chat, the Wrench Mob. You know what I mean? Everybody, thanks for tapping in. We gonna do it again. Yuck, you already know. Let's get it, baby. You know what I mean? We out of here.
For the one time.
Yada.
Man, it's always a blessing with me, man. Tapping in with my brothers, man. Period, man. You know what I'm saying? This is my freedom until the freedom occurs, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, much blessings to everybody, man. You know what I mean? That's part of the movement, man. You know what I mean? One mob, my nigga.
Appreciate you, Mike. Thanks for tapping in, bro.
Know, for sure.
Yada. Free the guy. You feel me? Mike Ascari, man. Motherfucking network, nigga. Motherfucking MJG, nigga. Everybody tapped in tonight, nigga. Goddamn Goose the motherfucking great, nigga. Everybody tapped in. Appreciate everybody. I only got, nigga, some seconds left, nigga. Appreciate everybody in the chat, the whole Wrench Mob doing a motherfucking job. The SIG committee, the gang, the nation. You know what I mean? The chat, everybody, nigga. You know where we at, man. Motherfucking Yuck Mouth TV. Hit them likes, hit them subscribes on the way out, man. We'll see you on Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel. Yuck Mouth TV and Wonder Twins coming on. No, not Friday. I'm flying out. Probably tomorrow. You got it. And you know what we do. We out this motherfucker. Yada da. Yuck Mouth TV. Hit them likes on the way out. Yada da. Oh boy.